All right, everybody, we are live with the Working Fans Podcast, and we are about to do a WWE Survivor Series watch along. We're going to be talking about all kinds of craziness tonight, and excited to be calling this. And hey, who's excited? OG Bloodline versus the New School Bloodline. We got CM Punk now with the OG Bloodline. I'm excited. Before we get things kicking off here, I am going to play an ad from our sponsor, though.
If you haven't tried Game Up, then you are missing out. Imagine your favorite seltzer and your favorite sports drink had a baby, but it's way better than that. Each can is 110 calories, low carb, 4.9 ABV. It's a nice light drink that is not light on flavor. Game Up comes in fruit punch, orange, lemon, lime, and grape. Pick it up at drinkgameup.com or at your nearest liquor store.
Read about the Northern Wrestling Federation in the book presented by Russellville.com, The Pro Wrestling Vault, Volume 2. Hear the story of Roger Ruffin, the man who trained Carl Anderson, the Monster Abyss, Jordan Clearwater, Chris Harrison, Jillian Hall.
Plus 45 other short stories including Jazz, Bobby Eaton, Kamala, Thunder Rosa, Mario Mancini, Scott Casey, PJ Black, Kerry Morton, Sal Renaro, Jeremiah Plunkett, Colby Carino, Bam Bam Malone, and many others.
Get your book today at Russellville.com. Russellville, it's where wrestling lives.
All right, guys, getting ready for WWE Survivor Series watch along tonight. AJ Strangebrew will be here joining me soon, and excited to be calling this action. Hey, we're going to be kicking off, it looks like, with the Women's War Game match. Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, Raquel Gonzalez, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae, for the heels. And then we're going to have Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Naomi, Bayley. It's always a mouthful. Like, I got to remember 5 different people on each team, 10 people. Hey, but that should be a good match to kick things off. Oh, James Hodges is in the comments. What's up, James? Tiffy will cash in. I wonder. We almost did have a Tiffany not a Tiffany cash. We almost had a cash in last year, right? Didn't they tease that cash in with was it Damian Priest? Yeah, they were teasing the cash in, and then Randy Orton's music played. So it will be interesting if we actually follow through with that. And Jay, who do you think? Does she cash in on Nia Jax? Or does she cash in on Liv? It'd be interesting. Joe in the comments. What's up, Joe? Talking about Survivor Series. The ladies are starting off. I'm going to make some predictions here. Besides the cash in, which I think is a great idea, I think I'm going to go... I would go with Rhea Ripley's team overall, James says yes, and it will be Nia. So I'll go with Team Ripley on this. I see Paul Heyman walking into the arena now. James, I got to ask you, Joe, too, for anyone out in the comments, I'm curious, what do you think, watching SmackDown, is the favor CM Punk expects from Paul Heyman? CM Punk said, you're going to owe me a favor after this. And Roman Reigns is like, I don't owe you anything. And Punk said, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about our friend, our wise man, Paul Heyman. So I'm interested to see what that's going to be tonight. I feel like Roman Reigns and the OG Bloodline will win tonight. But, man, at the same time, I wouldn't be shocked if there was, a heel turn and maybe Punk cost him the match or someone else did. So I guess we'll see as the night goes on. Other matches, Nakamura and LA Knight. I think LA Knight, will probably win, but I did say on the pod earlier that I think Nakamura might pull off the upset, but we'll see. I don't know, put in over the Bloodline and Solo. Yeah, that's the thing, right? This has got to be, I think, coming up with Roman versus Solo pretty soon. Because, honestly, for me, I feel like with the Bloodline versus Bloodline feud, I'm pretty much ready for this to come to an end unless Rock is coming back. Like Roman and Rock would be the marquee match still you could make. But Jacob Fatu is a beast, of course, too. So there's stuff you could do with Jacob Fatu. And Braun Breaker, Ludwig von Kaiser, Sheamus. That should be a hell of a match tonight. I'm looking forward to that one. All right, Shin has to win because if he doesn't win, then what now for him again? That's a good point. And he's got a whole new look and everything. So, like, why would you go to the trouble of giving him this whole new look and then you don't do anything with him? That's an interesting point. Yeah, maybe I like that. Maybe Shinsuke Nakamura will pull off the win tonight. It's the one I'm the most kind of even about, Someone did say they suggested that Braun Breaker might lose the Intercontinental title tonight, but I don't know. Like, is it Sheamus then? Does Sheamus walk out with finally winning the Intercontinental title? Is it a feel-good moment? Or does, Von Kaiser, if he walked out with the Intercontinental title and Gunther walked out with the world title, then both those guys have gold. That's something you could do. Just a thought. Okay, so you're going with the feel-good moment. Sheamus wins that IC title for the first time. I mean, I would be excited to see that. Sheamus, here he is, in his 40s, and he's putting on some of the best matches of his career still. Seeing the Survivor Series crowd right now. I'm always excited for War Games. I love the War Games match. To me, it's an old school thing. I grew up watching War Games in the old NWA territory days. And so seeing that now is pretty cool. We got Michael Cole and Corey Graves on commentary tonight. See people dressed up in the Mankind costume in the back here. I love that these Attitude Era costumes are still a thing today. Okay, so we're going over the official rules of War Games. I think we pretty much, if you've been watching wrestling, you know these rules. We're going to start off with one member of each team. It's going to start off 5 minutes, and then every 5 minutes, somebody from the other team will, start. I think in the first matchup, the babyface team actually has the advantage, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Bayley won that. Right, so you'll see that. Okay, so here we're seeing the cage lowered. That's right. 2 rings, 2 cages. Absolutely a thrill. I still think the women's war game is going to be great. Plus, who put out Jade? That's the $1 million question. So AJ is going to be doing this show with me tonight. He's supposed to be here in the next 10 minutes or so. And that's what we were talking about. Like, what's the storyline here? Like, who took out Jade? Because there's rumors that she was legit injured, and then some people said she wasn't actually injured. And so that's my question. Well, if she's not really injured, what's the payoff here? What happened? So we got Bianca coming out. I'm guessing Bianca will start it. Okay, you're thinking Bianca turned on her partner. That'd be interesting. That would be interesting. Bianca as a heel. And we want a Jade and Bianca match. Yeah, I would. I mean, that's definitely the match I think we were setting up for. I always thought that we'd eventually get there. I guess I always thought Jade would be the heel, but, maybe it makes more sense for Bianca to be the heel. As I see Naomi coming out now. Okay, so I don't know if Bianca's starting out. This is just everybody from each team coming out here. So who will start off on this team? I'm going to guess Bailey. Bailey and maybe Tiffany? Interesting. Oh, Io Sky? Yep. Io's great. I'd like to see, I think, Io Sky with some more gold soon. She's just very talented. All right, so those three. Then we got Bailey coming out. Okay. Well, Bailey's coming out. But why was Bianca didn't want Bailey to be on the team because of their feud? But Io was already on the team. That's a good point. Yeah, it's a very good point. Oh, where's Jay? He must be, I think you're talking about Joe. Joe is I think he's going to be in around. He was in the comments though. I don't know if Joe's popping in tonight. But AJ Strangebrew will be here soon. He's doing the podcast with me tonight. Yeah, Joe. Yeah, I don't know if Joe's popping in tonight, man. He's got a new job, and he's tired. He's tired. My man's tired, all right? He said he'd be out in the comments, be watching. You know, you never know if Joe will pop in, but... Oh, wow. I'm watching Rhea Ripley's got a look. Hey, there's Joe. Joe's here. Chatting it up. Rhea Ripley's got quite the look mask on here. Yes. Yeah, it is definitely giving you Taker vibes from back in the day. I think it was a similar injury too. Taker had that eye socket injury. Gary Spencer's here too. So, all right. So let's see. So Bailey is starting. Okay, so that was my original guess. Yeah, and then we got we still got to introduce the whole other team here. I told AJ we predicted it'd probably be the Women's War Games match starting off air. And I remember talking about this one. He said he was going to get here like a little late, like 15, 20 minutes late. And he said, oh, maybe I'll miss the first match. I'm wondering if the first match is even going to be started. He's got 2-3 minutes to get here. And if he does, I think this match is even going to be started. Yeah, I think Bailey will have a hell performance too. Like, she's just great. She's such a veteran. She's been around for a long time now. And so she's kind of the perfect one to start off for the Women's War Game match. And here comes Nia Jax. I can tell you right now, there's no way Nia Jax is starting this off. I'd be shocked. You know, no offense to her, but she's going to be like a heavy hitter. She's going to come in there, hit some big moves. You know, she's not starting. Absolutely not. I'd say I don't think they'll want to start off with Liv either. So that makes me think that it'll probably be Tiffany or Candice LeRae. They could start off with Candice LeRae. Here comes Candice now. Pretty big moment for Candice, I imagine, being in this. very cool that we even still get War Games on the main roster. Candace is trash. Well, hey. That's a no for Candace. What about Tiffany Stratton? Where do we feel on her? Tiffy time. Now, I got the volume off, but it looks like Tiffany's getting a pretty good response here. Candace is the wild card in this match. She doesn't really have a story in this match. No, she doesn't. She's got nothing going on. Tiffy time needs to cash in. That's funny. That's what James was saying. He was predicting that as well. I would love to see a Tiffany cash in tonight, especially on Nia. I wonder. Ripley's got to eventually get that title back from Liv Morgan. I wonder when they're going to do that at this point. Oh, wow. Well, what do I know? Nia Jax is actually going to start this match. I did not think she would be the one starting off for her team. On bully Nia. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think people would love it if she cashed in tonight. Oh, you thought Ripley was going to win at Bad Blood. So did I. Yeah, before Raquel came in.
Oh, good. We set up in the smallest room in the house.
Yeah, my boy AJ Strangebrew's here. We're going to move some stuff around and get ready.
Is this working?
I think so, AJ. I did test it out briefly, so I'm sure the audience will tell us if you're not working. See what gets you in here.
We were right on what match is starting, huh?
Yeah, we called that. Why don't you see if you can come around here a little bit?
Let's see if I can come a little closer.
Yeah. Maybe right in the middle here. You can go. There we go. AJ. All right. James, I love it. James is always talking about the food. Got any food? Nah, we didn't get any food tonight. AJ came right from work. AJ requested food.
I requested a bucket of fried chicken from KFC, and that was not met.
It was not met. Hey, guys, too, if anyone has any trouble hearing AJ or anything, let me know because we didn't get a chance to test this out. So,
microphone check.
1 year anniversary of the watch along. That is true. That is true.
Barely getting some right now.
Yeah. So wait, this. All right, AJ. Half of this I called. I said Bailey was going to start off for her side of War Games. I did not think Nia Jax was going to start off on her team.
You got to go with your workhorse.
Yeah, exactly.
So they didn't have a workhorse, so they just went with the horse.
I mean, bless Nia, she's gotten in better shape, but she's a power wrestler, right? Don't you bring her in to like do some big spots and stuff later? Like,
nah, you don't need that.
You know?
I'm looking for her to go like Iron Man style in this match.
Last time I saw AJ was WrestleMania Night 2. Welcome back. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's seems like only yesterday.
Yeah, because WrestleMania Night 1, AJ actually went to. He was part of the people who knew it was incredibly cold out there.
I'm actually getting a message right now. Somebody I know is working, and they're going to try to check us out while they're working.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So,
join the team.
Hence, we are the Working Fans podcast.
Yeah. All right, so we got Nia's got a hold of Bailey. And, the baby faces actually have the advantage here, which is always weird too, right? When they do that.
Oh, absolutely. Well, for producer Joe, I want to point out I went a little Ole Anderson here tonight. I figure it's War Games. If you can't tribute a horseman.
Hey, that might be why they started off with Nia, because the baby faces have the 2-on-1 advantage for some of this match.
Yeah, so you have to have somebody who can actually defend themselves.
Right. Otherwise, it looks pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, how ridiculous would it have been if Bayley and Bianca started off against Candice? They're the baby faces. They just beat the crap out of Candice. Although my man Gary Spencer says that Candice is trash, so he wouldn't have minded.
And first of all, Candice LeRae handled getting teabagged by Joey Ryan. She can handle Nia Jax. Shout out to Joey Ryan.
Yeah, wherever he is.
Now that the woke movement's over, Joey's going to be back.
I don't know about that. Joey's gone. I'm pretty sure Joey Wyatt's gone.
If Walmart can get rid of the woke movement, why can't Joey Ryan?
I don't think Joey Ryan is anywhere to even be found at this point.
I don't know where he is. I heard he moved in with.
He might be working at Walmart.
Yeah, I heard he's actually working as a greeter.
Yeah. All right, we got a minute left. We're gonna get a baby face here.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, that's what you wanted to see.
Maya's showing off that BBL.
So, all right, so we're gonna get another baby face in here. Io? I say it's Io, right?
I don't think it's going to be Io. I think it's going to be Naomi.
Naomi. Oh, any surprises besides Rock? I didn't actually even say The Rock, but that is a good surprise. AJ, what do you think? Anything you're thinking out of y'all ordinary
I
tonight?
will answer that, but the reason why I'm thinking Naomi instead of Io, you need more people in the ring so Io can do spots.
Okay.
I could be wrong, though.
Good call.
I think that the big surprise will be The Rock. I don't think it's that big of a surprise. And I think a Paul Heyman turn could be a big Paul Heyman CM Punk heel turn could be a big surprise.
Oh, Paul Heyman, CM Punk, and The Rock all working together. Wouldn't that be something?
What about Brock Lesnar?
Yeah. Somebody actually I saw online said, wouldn't that be interesting if, now this isn't going heel-wise, but if you actually had as like a super babyface faction, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk with Paul Heyman?
Jesus.
Yeah.
They would have to make him heel.
It depends who you're going against, right?
Who's coming?
Yeah. Naomi. I don't know what she's got in her head there. A little party hat.
That's why they brought me in tonight, to give you the inside scoop here. I knew Naomi was coming.
You did predict that. I liked how you broke it down. I did forget. Io is going to come in there and probably...
She needs more bodies.
Yeah, more bodies to high spots, yeah. That was kind of a colorful kendo stick there,
to be honest with you, same thing with Tiffy. I don't look for... Tiffy could come in next due to her relationship with Nia, but Tiffy's another one who does a lot of high spots.
Well, Candice LeRae has that thing with Nia, too, so maybe she'll
But the funny thing is, Candice, even though she's half Tiffy's size, doesn't actually do a lot of high spots.
No.
She's more of a mat-bound wrestler.
Now, James and Gary were both predicting that maybe we get a cash-in from Tiffany tonight on Nia.
Well, think about it. Liv is also in this match.
She is.
So that's a possibility, too. She could cash on Liv.
But what if the heels lost and then Nia was out and then,
She could, but is this the time to do it? Or is Royal Rumble a better time?
I don't know. You know what? That first show on Netflix. Here's the thing, too. Now that we're going to have so many secondary titles and the women have 2 extra belts. Hold on a second here. Birthday hat. What's she celebrating? I don't know, man. I have no idea. Yeah, did she come back last year around the Survivor Series? No, it was Royal Rumble, I think. Yeah.
Maybe she's celebrating Jimmy getting a paycheck for the first time in 6 months.
But yeah, I don't know. I think that
see, now this makes no sense to me logically what I'm watching right now.
the 2 baby faces.
2 baby faces beating up the heel.
Yeah, I think in War Games the heel team should go first.
The whole point of the original ones was you would have the Horsemen beating down freaking like a Dusty Rhodes or freaking Ricky Morton or whoever was in the ring with them.
She's got a toilet seat. Now let me ask you: do you think now that we have these secondary titles like the Women's US, Women's Intercontinental, do you think we'll actually get cashed in on one of those belts?
I mean, it could, but what a waste.
Yeah, I feel like that too.
If anything, put Tiffy over in one of those tournaments. It's freaking awesome.
Oh, it's not where they're saying happy birthday. Oh, good to know. Okay. Yeah, we don't have the volume on, so that makes sense. We didn't hear that.
I like that she wore like the black hat. It looked like something out of Death. First of all, I'm pretty sure she's not that old.
Oh no! Here comes the the toilet seat spot.
Oh.
Oh, getting the stink face. A very different version of the stink face than Rikishi would do.
I think the best version of that I ever saw was Rhea was doing it.
She did it for a very long time on, I think she might have done it on Nia.
Shayna Baszler actually pulled somebody out of the ring and slid into the ring so she could take it.
Do you remember when Rico did that? He was going to do it with Rikishi?
Yes. Not quite as entertaining. I think it's Tiffy time.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Candace goes in there. So we continue to tease this storyline.
I love heel Candice LeRae. I have no use for babyface Candice.
Well, I think she's better as a heel than a babyface.
Do you think Gargano's actually suckering people in and is going heel?
Yes.
Me too.
When I watched that last night and Ciampa told Gargano that either you're with me or you're not, and Gargano just looked there, I'm like, he's with him.
Absolutely with him. I don't even think it's close.
Because what are you going to do otherwise?
Yeah.
You know? I love Gargano and Ciampa. They were great in NXT, but they're not in a position to win a major singles title right now.
I love the fact that Candice LeRae was smart and brought the freaking ring, chairs in.
Yeah.
Chairs in. And by the way, if it's War Games, put a freaking lid on it.
Yeah, I missed the lid.
If you can't powerbomb somebody up into the lid and try to break their back, what's the point? We miss you, Sid. And Brian Pillman. We miss both you guys. R.I.P. both of you.
Yeah. I was watching some match from like 87, and I think it was
Brooklyn Brawler versus Terry Taylor.
I think it was Ultimate Warrior, and I forget who else was there, but Joey Morrell was the referee, and I was like, oh man, like pretty much everybody was passed away in that match except for
Joey Morrell had died what, 91?
It might have been, I don't recall. Oh, Codebreaker on Bailey using Naomi as a.
I think I would have rather watched Terry Taylor or the Brooklyn Brawler than any Ultimate Warrior match.
I saw somebody actually pull a decent match out of him the other day. I was surprised it was.
Warrior? Well, now that he's dead, I'm sure he wrestles better.
I'm trying to remember. Could have been a match with Ted DiBiase, but it was someone like that.
Dude, WWE, I've been watching Mid-South. You know this. We've been talking about this. Mm-hmm. And Ted DiBiase is such an amazing face.
Yeah.
During this time period. The fact that the WWE never gave him
a babyface run
at all is a freaking big loss.
Yeah.
When Hogan was starting to wean off, you could have done something where, like, Ted DiBiase went broke, lost his money, got a little humility. He was a
fantastic heel. That was the problem.
He was, absolutely.
But yeah, he could have done just as good as a babyface.
But he fired up as a babyface, especially in Mid-South. Also, what kind of shape was JYD in Mid-South?
Yeah, ridiculous, huh?
For those of you who don't remember JYD, you might not. He's been dead for a long time now.
Junkyard Dog.
Yeah, he was quite round towards the end of his career.
Bailey.
Oh, nice.
Candice LeRae.
He had a six-pack in freaking Mid-South.
I watched some Saturday Night's Main Event early on, like 85, end of 85, and it was against Terry Funk, Junkyard Dog, and he was ripped then. Yeah. So he still had it, but yeah, it was...
he was grabbing them cakes too much.
Probably about a year, 2 years into that WWF run, you could tell he was...
Well, the problem is with the WWE and schedule they used to run...
Right.
Not easy to get to the gym.
No. So
that's why a lot of people use supplements.
Bianca Belair now coming in here. She's got a fire extinguisher.
Once again, makes sense. You got a powerhouse coming in.
Yeah.
Now the faces can do what they're supposed to and get the upper hand on the heels early.
Well, everybody's laid out too. So she's bringing in the table. She's bringing in the difficult stuff to get into the cage. You notice that? Everybody else had the stuff you can slide in a little easier.
Well, she's also not doing it smart. You don't put the legs down.
Yeah.
If you're going to slide a table and slide it top down.
I don't know if she meant to do that, but she's reaching for something else under there.
I can't wait till they get that big heat later on when the final heel comes in.
Bianca just nailed Candice with a chin. Look, a kind of ginger shot there. I'd imagine she probably has to hold up. Like Candice is a lot smaller than Bianca.
Dude, you racist son of a bitch. First of all, neither one of them are gingers.
No. Oh, trying for a poison rana, yeah. Oh!
Face full of turnbuckle. And what a sell job.
Yeah, she did great.
I do love the announcing now and the fact that they put over that Candice LeRae has experience, that people coming in who worked the indies for all those years aren't brand new. For years, if somebody just came in, they're new to wrestling.
Right. Oh, James is here. My pizza is going to be cold by the time it gets here. Good luck with the pizza, my man. Good luck.
What kind of pizza you got coming?
Yeah, what kind of pizza you got? Pineapple?
Dude, if it's pineapple, you might as well just get the fuck off this show.
You could stay. You could totally stay.
There's two types of people in this world. There's real people and people that eat pineapple on their pizza.
You're not a pineapple guy, huh? That's funny.
I don't like anything sweet. Only sweetness I like on there is if you do the hot honey drizzled on top of the pepperoni.
Who do you think is coming up next for the heels? I'm going to guess Raquel.
I don't think so.
You think we're going with Tiffy now? I think
it could actually be Liv.
Pepperoni.
Now you're talking. Try a little honey hot in there next time.
Oh, Naomi and Bianca working together.
It could be Raquel, but with her injury prone.
James is saying Tiffy. Well, okay, all right. So, all right, we are getting. Yeah, there you go. Tiffy's out. Hey, James also said he thinks that Bianca might be the one who ended up attacking Jade.
I mean, that's possible, but that's literally wrestling 101.
Right.
Is that whenever somebody's attacked and you don't see it, it's their partner.
It's the partner. Yeah.
But here's the problem. She was in the ring.
Oh, yeah. Right. Well, we don't know when she was laid out.
I mean, maybe she's been laid out for a half an hour.
Right. We don't know. Yeah.
But she was in the ring. And she went running back to help and then rode in the ambulance with her.
Now, I told you that Tiffany could cash in on the U.S. instead if they were going to do something like that, and you said it would waste. Tiffany's actually in the U.S. title tournament currently. Yeah. So.
I mean, you could do a storyline where she's angry because she loses and then cashes in on the winner.
I think she's...
but I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the finals.
I think she is, too. I think it's going to be her and Bayley. And I think Bayley's going to win it. But I think she's in the final three-way this coming week against Naomi and Elektra.
By the way, if Tiffy and Kaiser end up having children together, holy shit, those are going to be some fucking wrestling children.
There'll be some crazy athletes.
Yeah.
Or Bayley could be the one to attack Jade.
Bayley's my star. I think Bayley did it.
Could always. Because we don't really think about it. But what if Nia Jax is going to hold this title for a while, and you're setting up for Jade and Nia did it?
It could be.
Yeah. That's something we don't like to think about, I guess. Everybody's been calling this Tiffany Cashin for a while, I think.
Well, people can think whatever they want about Nia Jax, and yeah, she was a bit of a slug early on in her career.
This is her best run.
This is her best run by far.
It's not even
First
close.
of all, she's in the best shape she's ever been in.
Yeah.
She freaking works her ass off. She's doing great on the mic.
She's doing like classic heel stuff too.
Yeah. She's not doing that stupid my asshole crap anymore.
Oh, that was in Vince's WWE. She had to do something to get over there. You know, that's what Vince would have wanted. I think Hunter would rather have her as like just a big nasty heel.
You know, Vince loved to mess with fat chicks.
Yeah, or fat people in general. People are overweight now.
Bertha Faye.
Bastion Booger.
Oh my God, who is that greasy thong wearing? Big Dick Johnson.
Oh yeah. They always oil him up and stuff like that. Yeah, he thought that was hilarious.
What the hell is wrong with this?
Jim Ross. He hit Big Dick Johnson with a microphone in the head. Ended up cutting him open. He didn't mean to.
By the way, Vince McMahon starting January 1st.
Yeah.
Can actually start promoting.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see if he actually.
His compete clause only runs through January 1st. His no compete clause.
I can't imagine that he'll be involved in wrestling.
What if they drag out this Moxley what they're doing. This is gonna be what if they drag out all of this shit, and then they've got Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon lined up for January 1st for AEW.
That'd be insanity. I couldn't see Tony Khan being involved with Vince.
Yeah, could you have seen Eric Bischoff working for Vince before he came in?
No, but Tony Khan's a guy that's
and you see a point to Eric Bischoff being on NXT this week.
a little weird. Interesting that Sean Waltman's going to be in it.
What the hell is Io doing? Oh, so she can carry it up to the top and do the dive.
Yeah.
That's smart. Not enough people think to tie it to themselves first.
She's gonna put that on her head, and she's going to catapult herself. Now, do you think she uses that big thing as a platform there? Maybe she put
I think that's why they put it there.
The garbage can, yeah.
I think they put those platforms on every corner.
They did, yeah. Oh, here comes Candace.
I'm pretty sure they both could fit in that garbage can and dive off the top together.
Oh, don't give me any ideas. Interesting. Candace is over here battling with
Poison Pixie. Is she gonna fucking DDT her?
I don't know what she's got planned.
That could go very wrong.
We got a minute and 30 something before someone comes out.
Oh!
Power bomb! Oh, she missed her.
Thank God.
Well, she did too. Io smiling.
I saw footage from Lucha Underground the other day. Io Shirai versus Penta.
Yeah.
That was uncomfortable. You realize how tough Io Shirai is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Io Sky is when you watch that match.
Yeah, she took some beatings.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, flying around the room. We still got that garbage can up the top, though.
I think at some point they're going to be able to make Tiffy a hell of a face.
Yeah, I think she, I didn't have the reaction, but I felt like she was getting a big reaction from this crowd in Canada tonight.
Yeah, she's on. These two can go.
Yeah, these might be the two best athletic women in the match, huh?
Oh, yeah, Naomi's extremely athletic.
Yeah, Naomi is too. No, Bianca. I'm forgetting about Bianca because Bianca's exceptionally strong and agile.
Actually, to be honest with you, the ones that are the least athletic are probably the most over. Liv and Rhea.
Well,
I'm not taking away from Rhea's strength,
right?
But she's not doing what Bianca does with her strength. When it comes to
I mean, I wouldn't say Nia might be the least athletic, even though we talk about her getting shape. Yeah. So
Raquel can actually move.
Yep.
Bad news, by the way. Her and Braun Strowman have broken up.
Oh, okay.
I was looking forward to those 7 feet children.
Braun's been missing. Is he injured?
Yeah, he's been out injured.
Yeah. He had that.
He actually. He just got cleared.
That match that the last match he won. It was that crazy monsters match with Bronson Reed, where Seth came back and had curb stomped Bronson for him to get the win. Last Monster Standing. Rhea's gonna wait for a Liv by the cage.
That's a good call. That's not
I could see that. Yeah.
I like that mask. She looks like a freaking dinosaur. That's nice.
I was wondering if it was like a goat. You know, if she's the goat.
I don't think that's a goat.
It's got horns on it.
Yeah, most goats don't have horns on their face.
Medieval goat. James was saying it gave him Undertaker vibes from back in the day, which I think
see that.
Similar injury, I believe, right? With the
the orbital bone.
Yeah. So Raquel and Nia are gonna gang up and kind of be the twin towers here a little bit.
Yeah, they'd be a hell of a tag team.
I'm interested now with James's call. I'd be interested to see Rhea just.
I think she should
turn around and then wait for Liv. That would be.
Well, I gotta believe if she's got that severe of an injury, they're gonna limit her time in the ring.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you think Rhea is still the one to win this title back from Liv?
Most likely.
And would that be...
I mean, do you see anybody else, other than the scenario that I called where maybe Liv gets injured in this one and Tiffy cashes in?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Io Shirai is going to do it.
No.
I did hear that Asuka's going to be returning soon.
With all these secondary titles for the women now, do you think we're going to get a lot of women?
That was a pretty good spot. Powerbombed both of them into the cage.
Yeah, and into each other?
Into each other like a super collider, and then on to the other girls.
Do you think we're going to get more women call-ups soon?
I think you have to. Those girls are so good in NXT.
But I mean, also, too, like if you're going to have a U.S. and...
You have all those secondary belts now. You
Yeah.
have all the... You also now have secondary belts in freaking NXT also.
Right. It's everywhere.
Think about this. It's going to be 6 women's belts.
It's too many
tag titles.
Yeah.
So you got 8 women's belts altogether.
Right. It's crazy.
Nope. She's not turning around.
No.
I don't... Speaking of not... Oh, maybe she is going to do something. No, maybe she's not. Speaking of underused, her husband, Buddy Matthews, is a little underused.
Oh, in AEW for sure. Yeah.
By the way, guys, don't be afraid. After this, we will be doing the Collision Watch Along.
We are not doing the Collision Watch Along. Be afraid.
It might be hard to stay awake after working 10 hours and doing a Collision Watch Along.
No, Collision already happened, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
Did it already play on TV?
Yeah, it started at 4. I forgot about it.
That's freaking genius. Why put it head-to-head with Survivor Series?
Yeah. Although they did put an hour of Rampage. The first hour of Rampage is... Or Rampage is only 1 hour, but it's going on right now.
Yeah, Rampage sucks.
It's leaving.
Yeah. Both of those had such great potential, Collision and Rampage, and they just haven't... One of the reasons I have enjoyed Collision still is you get some of the women's wrestlers who don't get time on Dynamite.
They do put other people on there.
Yeah, so I do enjoy Collision stuff.
Rampage is just a show they really make it feel like it's not important.
Yeah, with Collision, you also get a good amount of House of Black,
mm-hmm.
and I do love me some House of Black.
FTR, the Outrunners, yeah.
Oh, I love the Outrunners.
Yeah, one of my favorites, yeah. All right, so maybe everybody's just going to wait on Liv?
Maybe.
They both got nice hair.
Makes sense. I mean, 5-on-1 on Liv. I mean,
so Bailey and Bianca whipping people with Bianca's hair.
That's fantastic.
Whoa, Candace! We still never saw Io jump off the top of that cage with that garbage can.
Hey, this match ain't done yet.
Now, does Rhea pin Liv to win the match? I like that call. Do we need it? Is it? Can you still pin, or is it? Oh yeah, you can pin it.
No, it's pin and submission.
Yeah, and this one, yeah.
What if Liv comes down, locks the door from the outside, and just never comes in? How much of a heel move would that be?
That would be good. I would imagine they would send Rhea in after her.
She looks a little bit like the little dinosaur from the old cartoons back in the day.
Actually, it almost kind of looks like a House of Black type mess too, doesn't it? Yeah.
Nice to have Julia Hart coming back.
Yeah, I like Julia back.
Sad. I liked her and Sky Blue together, but Sky Blue also got injured.
So okay, Rhea's facing off.
Look at her running down to the ring. Go get her, Liv.
Liv is not in a hurry to get down there.
Is Liv going the opposite?
Wow!
If only somebody could have called Liv not going into the ring.
Yeah, you did say that. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, she's coming back
with a bat. You do realize it's hard to get through the ropes with a bat.
Yeah. I'd imagine she's still going to wait for someone to get the upper hand here. Raquel looks like she's down, but she's the closest to Rhea. I'm trying to keep an eye on Raquel back there. Yeah, Raquel.
See, now that's the babyface move there by Rhea. She didn't let her get in the ring.
Yeah, and look, Raquel's right behind her. You think Raquel grabs her and then she ducks?
Hits Raquel.
I can see that. Yeah. Oh.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, Bianca. She took the mask off too.
It's a good look right there. I think that's actually a tribute to. That's definitely a House of Black look.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here we go. Nia's.
Oh, Nia's in here.
Luckily, the babyface Nia Jackson to save the day.
Oh, okay, so they're all ganging up on Rhea.
Remember, she took off that mask to protect her orbital bone.
Yeah.
This could go really bad. Where's Io Shirai and her trash can?
Ooh.
That's not a heel move. A heel move is to take it right to the face.
I'm not a fan of this, I gotta be honest. Not like because it's too brutal or anything.
That's stupid.
Yeah, like if you got hit that many times with the bat, then this match should be over.
That literally takes away everything Sting's ever done.
There was someone else. This happened like with a Ronda Rousey match a few years ago too, I want to say. I think it was with Liv. Liv could be the problem. Maybe she's calling for this. Like, stop it.
I'm not gonna lie, I had a dream like this one time. Not with the handcuffs and Liv. She was hitting me with a bat. I don't want you to take this to a dark place.
Well, where is everybody? Has everybody been laid out on this other team?
No, Io Shirai's coming back until she got shoved into the other ring.
There comes Bailey.
How much worse would this match be if Natty Neidhart was in this?
What's wrong with Natty Neidhart? She can go. You know that.
Yeah, she can go somewhere else other than the WWE.
Oh, wow. Tiffany.
Yeah, she really held back on that. Oh, there's the poison pixie.
Bianca.
Ooh. I would love to see Bianca as an ass-kicking heel.
And now Naomi on Raquel.
Stupidest move ever.
Look up.
X-Pac.
Oh, there's the code breaker off the top.
Wouldn't you like to see Bianca as an ass-kicking heel?
And Bailey with that sunset flip in the corner. Bianca's not. Yeah, I mean, hey, that would be the thing, right? If Bianca did attack Jade, she'd be the heel. Oh, we got to cover.
Quite frankly, Bianca and Jade would be better off if they were an ass-kicking heel tag team.
I thought that too.
Why
before.
are they baby faces?
Yeah.
Have them just destroy people.
I mean, they're getting a great reaction. I think that's part of it, but that's what you got to do stuff to make them heels. Oh, okay. Oh, so.
Yeah, but there's nobody in that ring.
Well, they're
moving there.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
That's good.
Guys, she's up there with the freaking trash can. Let's all move over there.
Well, Tiffany, apparently the same thing's happening over here. So.
Oh, Tiffany's athletic as hell, too. I can't see what Tiffany's doing. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Tiffany's just going to come off, I think, straightforward. Oh, I think Io still had that rope attached to the trash can.
My God. What is Tiffany doing?
I'm more scared.
I think she's doing a 360 or a 460.
I'm more scared right now with Io still, even though she's done this before. Like, she can't see.
Oh, my God.
So Tiffany did more of like a swanton.
Oh, swanton. Yeah.
Wow. Which is dangerous still, but with another person on the opposite side's covering her head in a trash can and is jumping backwards.
Yeah. The incredible thing is somehow they managed to get all the people on the opposing teams in each one of their sections.
Unbelievable. How could that happen?
I love it when they make it make sense.
Holy shit. It was a holy shit moment, no doubt. Okay, so she doesn't want that rope.
As you know, when I went to Mexico, I went and saw a Lucha Libre show.
Yeah, where'd you go?
I got to see a lot of this similar stuff. I went to...
was it a smaller one, or was it somebody you did?
So it was CMLL, but it was one of their training facilities.
Oh, okay.
So they do live shows.
Whoa, wait a minute. She's got that Money in the Bank contract here.
You know Nia's going to say.
Oh! Yeah, you're right. This is too,
This is too on the nose.
Yeah.
Nia's already stirring.
Oh, here comes somebody.
It's Raquel Gonzalez.
Yeah. Yeah, Money in the Bank, man. I was excited.
I would like to see Tiffany cash.
Oh.
Somehow, in all of that, she got handcuffed.
Yeah.
Which is not good for Liv Morgan.
Oh, okay. I took out Raquel. Rhea, though.
Apparently somebody took out Tiffy in that time, too. There she is.
So.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're setting up some tables here. It was funny. I said, I think a couple days ago, you said you'd missed the first match. I didn't even know if the first match started by the time you get here with all the introductions.
I think I got here just as it was starting.
Yeah.
There was only 2 people in the ring.
Yeah, because you know what they did? They actually took the time to introduce each member of the babyface team and then each member of the heel team.
That's fantastic.
Imagine the main event when we get Roman Reigns' entrance.
That's fantastic. I can't wait to get home at 1 o'clock. My wife's going to be very understanding.
Nia goes to the table. Tiffy's cashing in. That's a good thought. We shall see.
People forget, by marriage, Naomi and Nia Jax are actually married somewhere in the bloodline.
Oh, yeah. Nia's married to Naomi's married to Jimmy Uso.
And then, of course, Nia is the cousin of The Rock, who is definitely blood related to everybody else.
Yeah, Rocky Johnson. Peter Maivia. Well,
yes. Just like somehow Jimmy Snuka from Fiji was somehow blood related to all the Samoans.
Yeah, they all want to be involved in that somehow, except for Samoa Joe. Like, they couldn't figure a way to get him in there. Oh, okay. So now she's whipping Bianca with her own hair. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Oh no! Don't
moonsault.
Yeah, don't take that bump like that.
Come on, Nia, moonsault.
Okay, she's moved. I was worried. You see how she was laid down on her stomach?
It's Vader time.
Imagine her laying down on her stomach and then her jumping on her.
Dude, if Nia Jax does a freaking moonsault.
It's not happening. Moonsault. My ass.
How about if she gets powerbombed through a table?
That's very possible. And James said if she's getting powerbombed, Tiffy's cashing. We'll see. We might find out.
Oh! Well, that went high. Oh, there you go.
2.
Liv Morgan with the bat.
Oh, Liv Morgan now taking the bat to everybody. Oh, no. Trying to take the bat to everybody. Bianca's like, no.
Bianca should just broke the bat over her knee.
Bianca? Quick to get through the... Oh!
Oh, smart.
Bailey was ready.
I think when we were talking best boot earlier this week, we forgot to mention Raquel. Oh, that was nice.
Oh.
She did her finisher on the chair.
No.
Unfortunately, Rhea's still there.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, and there's a table. Oh, there's Raquel.
Yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Hey, remember that cute little blonde girl that used to be in NXT?
Yeah.
Wonder whatever happened to her. Didn't have any tattoos. Didn't have...
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay. I think Liv might be taking the pump handle
Yeah,
off of here through the table.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't like the way that cage is bending.
I can't wait to see Bronson Reed up on there later.
Oh my god.
Here's your pump handle.
There's the pump handle. This has got to be it.
Tell me these guys don't love what they're doing.
Oh, nice.
That's it. There's nobody even close.
No, that's it. Rhea scores the victory for her team. Team Rhea wins.
I don't think that's really much of an upset.
No. My question is everybody going to leave this ring here? Do we still get a cash it?
Well, the funny thing is Raquel's still actually handcuffed to the ropes. So Tiffy could cash in and there would be nothing Raquel would be able to do.
Oh, I live, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good match.
It was a good match. Yeah, it was fun. It was entertaining. It was a nice way to start off the show.
War Games is never going to be the match that is going to give you just great wrestling.
No, I mean, Liv and Rhea and Io seem to enjoy each other's company.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Nia's
for a
still.
moment, I thought it was Mia time.
Nia's still out. I feel like this match was a plunder match with a lot of excitement, a lot of crazy stuff.
Is there more women's talent right now in wrestling than ever before?
No, I know where you're going with that. No, there's not. Absolutely. When you talk about NXT, combined with this, then you talk about AEW.
You've got 10 women right here. You have more women on the WWE roster. How over is Chelsea Green?
Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Mia Yim.
I think how over Chelsea Green is one of the reasons you had to create those other titles. She's turning into a babyface because people are cheering.
She could actually still win that title too, actually.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be shocked.
People are cheering Chelsea Green.
I know. I've seen it.
They're like, woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. And we still have, I mean, companies like TNA Impact, Stardom. Like,
and when they bring in some of those girls, people love Jordan Grace.
Jordan Grace, who I assume.
Masha Slamovich is doing a great job.
Yeah. I assume that Jordan Grace is under a WWE contract. James says Chelsea is winning the U.S. champ. I could see it.
I would love to see Chelsea win. Chelsea works her ass off. Raquel is free from the ropes, so do not look for the cash in.
Okay. And they're going to a commercial now, too. So now, if Chelsea, I'd have to look at the brackets, is going to end up winning. I think that.
My girl, I would love to see Mia Yim win, but yeah, keep going.
I think Naomi or someone's probably going to win then on the other side or something like that. So, yeah.
Dude, I don't know about you, but I love Mia Yim. I've always been a fan.
I was thinking that last night, actually, that Mia does a lot of stuff to get herself over, and
she gets over in spite.
In spite of, yeah.
Well, Chelsea Green, quite frankly,
she has too. Yeah, Chelsea, I agreed. Chelsea spent a lot of work. You know what? I mean, it's funny because I know people are complaining about too many titles, and I get it. They're right. But there's a lot of women out here who deserve titles.
Absolutely.
Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton. All these women are talented and get over.
There are women on NXT that deserve to be in the spotlight.
Julia.
And they just can't get moved up.
Julia, Stephanie McCurr, Jordan Grace. I don't know if Jordan.
We're not even talking about some of the women that have been in NXT.
Right.
I mean, you've got the prodigy, Roxanne Perez,
still there with the championship.
Absolutely, she's absolutely phenomenal.
I got an Elimination Chamber coming in March too. There's so many big shows coming up. They got the first Netflix on Raw is going to be in a dome.
Yeah, it's going to be big.
Yeah.
I just hope Netflix can actually support it.
I'm sure they can. I know.
Everybody's
It's not
concerned, but that's different. That was literally millions of people at one
Mike
time.
Tyson. It was like 64 million households.
I think they're overestimating. WWE, you're lucky if you get 1 million people, 2 million.
So on average, right, you're getting 1 to 2 million.
That was literally 100 million people watching.
I'm gonna guess that Netflix is gonna provide a bigger audience for them. I would not be shocked if you see 4 or 5 million people tune in, and maybe that first Netflix when you're gonna get The Rock and John Cena, hell, maybe 10 million. It's a big difference between that and 64 million people trying to. It's still a big difference. Yeah. And by the way, also now they've gone through something like that too, so they're going to be even more prepared for stuff like that.
I haven't seen this big of a turnout since Cobra Kai.
So some people are picking Nakamura to actually win the U.S. title.
I'm picking Nakamura.
I picked him too. But it's not one of those things where I felt confident in picking it. Like I felt like it could go either way. But I was talking to James here, and I was thinking about it. Like, why did we bring Nakamura back and give him this whole new look if we weren't going to do something with him too? So,
and to me, it's a little bit selfish. I love Nakamura.
I like him too.
I don't think they've done enough with him.
Right, I agree.
That's somebody who would be a great heel champion.
Yeah, I agree. And maybe
in fairness, LA Knight would be a great babyface champion if they did something with him.
Yeah.
But even as the U.S. champ, they haven't really done anything with him.
No, he's defended the title more than Logan Paul, and that's not saying much, you know.
I did like him last night when they tried interviewing him. They came back to interview him after getting sprayed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? This is the best time? This is when you need this information. That was fantastic.
Yeah, he's great. He's another guy I feel it's gotten over in spite of at different times.
Oh, absolutely. He's done the Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Where he's got himself over in spite of what they've done. Yeah. Where the WWE's been like, shit, we got to do something with this guy.
I think Triple H likes him. I just think there's so much talent right now.
I think they also worry about his age.
I do agree with that because I think that's one of the reasons why they let Bobby Lashley go.
Yeah.
You know, and
Lashley's,
Edge.
Lashley's our age.
Yeah, Adam Copeland too.
I mean, you can tell because he's in the same shape as us.
Yeah. Not quite. Lashley was at WrestleMania this year.
I love Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. The thing about it is, what's interesting about Triple H is he books these guys still relatively strong, and then they leave. Like with Vince, we knew, like, oh, these guys are out.
I've never seen somebody book people strong on the way out the door.
Yeah, but Edge won his last match. I think Bobby Lashley might have won his last match. You know,
good for it. I mean, it's a good way to go.
Yeah, I think it's almost like if you're an older talent and you're established, he's not going to push you to the moon in a title, but he's like, all right, we're still not going to disrespect you.
In fairness, some of these guys are old enough where Triple H has worked with them still.
Yeah. I think that it's one of those things where I think he's putting an emphasis, for the most part, on young talent. Obviously, you have like the John Cena farewell tour. Well, that's John Cena. No, John Cena is a guy who literally, when he gets announced to shows, moves tickets and Yeah,
he's not going to give him the Ric Flair treatment of losing every match until you finally are so embarrassed. Oh, here's your final match. That's Vince McMahon. That's not freaking.
Would the Hardy Boys fit Survivor Series War Games if it did happen? I think they'd be great in a War Games type situation. Now, when I say that, I'm talking about the Hardy Boys of past.
Yeah, please don't tell me you mean the current Hardy Boys.
I mean, you could do something with them, not here. I think in a War Games type match, maybe in TNA. I'm glad the Hardy Boys are in TNA right now. I think it's a great spot for them.
I don't dislike the Hardy Boys.
I love the Hardys.
I just get nervous when Jeff comes off the top rope.
Yeah.
So the last thing I need to do is see Jeff coming off the cage.
Yeah, I just think that when I heard they re-signed with TNA recently, I thought good for them. I was like, get out there, have some fun. Like AEW, WWE's not going to probably give them a huge push.
You know who made his debut for TNA, right?
Maybe, I don't know.
Matt Riddle.
Oh, really? No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, Matt Riddle debuted today for TNA.
That's pretty cool. You know, that's the thing. There's so much talent out there right now, you know?
He took the spot for Trey Miguel.
We just got done talking about how much talent, you know, like we just saw 10 women competing, you know, in a War Games match. Right. And it's like, man, there's talent all over the place right now.
Dude, Nakamura is the man.
I'd like to see I would like to see Nakamura win this.
I'd love to see Nakamura actually with Cody Rhodes.
Well, we've done that a little bit too back in the day. We had a little brief encounter with those two.
Yeah, but that was before Cody won the belt.
It was, yeah.
If he wins the U.S. title, they could re-engage that feud.
Where do you?
Because we all know the U.S. title is the step before the world title.
Who do you think would challenge Nakamura? Like if he did win the U.S. title here?
Oh well, he'll do the open challenge, right?
All right. So Zelina Vega needs to be a women's wrestler. She ain't won no belt. Hey, listen. I actually think she's a very underutilized. Yeah, she's another talented woman that we didn't mention, and she is on Raw. She would be dynamite in that position. She's another one who gets herself over in spite of not necessarily being pushed.
I mean, hell, she's been given a freaking.
That's what we were just saying, actually, before you jumped on. Was it Takara World? Yes, Takara World. Yeah, Chelsea Green as U.S. champion. That was something that we were talking about before. That Chelsea is getting a huge response. And
if you're going to make it the Workman's Championship, give it to a freaking Workman.
Yeah.
Give it to your Chelsea Green. Give it to your Zelina Vega. Mm-hmm. Give it to your Mia Yim or Mi Chen if you prefer.
Yeah. When Mi Chen pointed that sign last night, it said Mia Yim.
Yeah, so I know.
Yeah.
Not really sure if we need that. Whatever the hell's going on in Nakamura's eyes.
The eyes and right up in his moist lips.
Great, Dave's getting turned on.
I'm just describing the action. This is what's happening right here. His wet, sultry hair.
Your lady's going to be thrilled when you get home.
Man.
By the way, I assume she's watching tonight.
Yeah.
Right, sitting right next to my wife.
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, it's Thanksgiving, guys, so I think we should say what we're thankful for.
Yes. Hold on. So they need the Intercontinental Championship belt. Chelsea Green is U.S. champion, and put B-Fab and Mia Yim as a new tag team in the division. Interesting.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
B-Fab. First of all, let's give it up for B-Fab.
She was impressive the other night.
Her ass off. Yeah. You might not know this if you don't follow the Dungeon on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
She is always at the Dungeon, actually working out with Nadia Neidhart.
Yeah.
But I just want to take a second here and say what we're thankful for. First and foremost, we're thankful for you fans that tune in. It's great. We appreciate you guys. We love the fact you come in, communicate with us, watch the wrestling, watch the show. Secondly, I don't know about Dave, but personally, I'm very thankful for our moms. I mean, if it wasn't for your mom, you wouldn't be here.
No,
if it wasn't for my mom and whichever sailor's my dad, I wouldn't be here. Thankful for my daughter, Morgan. Love you, baby. Thankful for my wife for allowing me out tonight to do this. And thankful for all the blessings. So.
Yeah, there you go, man. That's good. I'm thankful for all my friends and my family and my lovely girlfriend who's supportive of me to do this as well. You know.
Yeah, we're also thankful for producer Joe wherever you are.
Producer Joe, shout out. The real one. He's not dead, but
no.
If
I had a beverage, I'd pour a little out for you, homie.
Yeah.
But I don't have one because our sponsor didn't come through.
8th title defense is champion. I feel like those would generate more attractive from top free agent women wrestlers around the globe. I see. Yeah, if you put more of these people on top. I mean, hey, there's a lot of top talent right now. I don't remember this many international talent.
I was going to say, they got some good ones from around the globe.
I mean, look at NXT. Julia and Stephanie McCurr, from Japan and Mexico. I don't remember this much talent from.
You got two of the best women from around the world right now that came in.
Yeah. We'll see. Bengals suck. We got a Bengals suck sign there.
Yeah, I'll give it up for that. I think that's safe to say. I'm a little perplexed as to why that's in Toronto, Canada, why that sign's so popular.
It had a Pittsburgh Steelers thing below it, too, which was kind of funny. Yeah.
Good for them.
Women's radio who want to get some gold. Definitely Anna Jay would have that. Anna Jay's making improvements.
Deserves the title. Anna Jay deserves the title.
She's doing great stuff.
She went over to Japan to actually work and to learn a little bit and to work this style over there. Anna Jay's fantastic. Julia Hart's fantastic. Sky Blue busts her ass out there.
Statlander Sheeta,
phenomenal. To be honest with you, the one who bores me the most is Monet.
Yeah.
I know she can work. I know Sasha can work.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call her, Mercedes. But her mic skills just bore the shit out of me.
Yeah, she's always been definitely more of a heel. Well, she is a heel now, but
she's not even doing good with the heel.
No, I just think it's the stuff they're giving her right now, and I'm sure she has a lot of say in what she's doing, but I don't know if she needs someone else.
They broke Camille away from her.
Yeah, Camille looked like horrible in that role. Like she's literally getting punked out left and right up until this week.
You got this monster, and you're literally just making a joke out of her.
Yeah.
Hikaru Shida, absolutely.
Mercedes money's there just until her contract is done. I wonder,
Dude, I'd take Hikaru Shida anywhere. She's fantastic.
Yeah, Sheeta's great. Sheeta's great.
Dude, we can talk women's wrestling all night. We do have to talk a little bit about Survivor Series.
Hey, LA Knight, Nakamura,
Oh, that was dangerous. Did you see how he did that?
It looked like he was close with his leg. Yeah.
There's a lot of great women's wrestling all around the globe right now, and it's evolved.
Well, here's the thing. Like, with everything being so hot and competitive right now, like Nakamura and LA Knight are getting, Nakamura is super talented. LA Knight is getting some of the biggest reactions still out there. And
absolutely.
It's like, but I can't picture either one of these guys in like a world title situation currently.
No, they haven't built them.
No. But you have a bunch of people that could be built like that,
Oh, absolutely. There's so much talent on the WWE roster.
Carmelo Hayes could be built more.
Look at the way that Ricochet had to leave because Ricochet was never going to get a chance.
And unfortunately for Ricochet too, like he had that match with Claudio this week, and like it was like nobody gave a shit. They were chanting about their bald heads the whole match. Yeah. How weird was that?
It's amazing. You got two great workers, and all anybody cares about is they're shaving their scalp.
Yeah. It was pretty nuts to me.
That's a whole different shaving. These two are actually having a hell of a match.
Oh, yeah. I think...
and I do agree, by the way, with Takara World. I do think she signed the contract and is just there for the money until her 2 years is up.
Yeah, I love how they moved Nakamura quiet from Raw, turned him as a heel, still kept him as a heel, rather. Yeah, and I like this look of him now dressed in black.
Well, I do too.
Yeah.
But he's another one I would just like to see come in and kick ass.
I like that he just blocked the punch and then like did a quick little reverse elbow there.
Well, the thing that people forget about Nakamura because of the way they're packaged here, Nakamura is a legit badass.
He's a legit badass. Yeah. Yeah, he's a guy that's done MMA. He's the guy, if you watch him carrying Cross's Instagram, it's like him, Cross, and other people are working in like dojos, jiu-jitsu, and sparring with each other all the time.
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of sparring, how about Baron Corbin going down and winning himself a medal?
In jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah. A guy who was a Golden Gloves boxer at one time, a football player, and for the NFL, wasn't he on the Cardinals?
Arizona Cardinals.
That's what I thought, yeah. So, I think he's done, right? You think Corbin's done with wrestling?
I don't think there's a reason for him to return.
Like, he's not an independent guy. I don't see him.
Who's going to bring him in for the independents?
And not make the money that he was probably making.
Yeah, and I don't think they're going to bring him in for AEW. I don't think there's a point to it.
No.
I don't think AEW considers him high-priced free agent. Are you excited to see Big E on Monday?
Yeah. I mean, I'm interested to see what happens with the New Day.
You know, Big E's never had surgery on his neck.
I didn't know that. He never had surgery at all.
He's never had surgery on his neck.
Interesting. I heard Bryan Danielson hasn't had surgery on his neck yet either. Yeah. He's trying rehab. He's trying stem cells and stuff too. Corbin would fit Hollywood action fight movies. I can see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
DDT by LA Knight. Hey, I could see them using Big E in his neck as a target this week. Like I could see something where Xavier Woods maybe attacked him, and Xavier's going to going heel. I could also see them working it out.
Xavier's got to go heel.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Oh, LA Knight.
I don't think you can heal Kofi. The funny thing is, half the things Kofi said
have
been the heel.
Well, in that last exchange, because it was real. Yeah. And it was raw. It was a little bit stiff.
Yeah.
You didn't win a title because you weren't good enough.
That's just flat out heel.
Still ain't won a singles title. Oh, dude, you think they would do that? I'm wondering if they would attack Big E's neck.
Absolutely could.
Because I think if Xavier Woods is going to be a heel and he's going to make a big push, you have to do something big with him to get noticed. Will he? I don't know. Xavier Woods is a guy, though. What he said wasn't totally wrong either. When he said he was the guy behind New Day and he was the one that got everybody together, like there's an element of truth to that. He's very creative behind the scenes.
But even with a hurt neck, can Xavier do enough to actually put Big E in danger?
So I think you have to do something where
horrible.
Maybe like a powder to the eyes on both of them. You tie up Kofi, and then you make Kofi watch. You put some water, so he watch, and then he maybe does something with the chair and the neck. And
yeah, Big E is so fucking strong.
Yeah, you could definitely do something, right?
What if Big E's cleared to wrestle and we don't know?
Well, yeah, that would be something.
And they both turn heel on Kofi.
Well, now that would be something.
Hey, you haven't been there while I've been rehabbing, trying to come back. The only person
you tried to bring in that other guy?
Yeah, the only person who's checked in on me is this guy.
And right here we're talking about LA Knight and Nakamura having hell. They're tearing it up, yeah.
Look at this move. Let me tell you something. As an old man who's a former wrestler who's only a little bit older than LA Knight, I ain't taking that bump. Because I would die.
Yeah. That don't work out for you. Well, we're funny. We were talking about, we weren't, but I was listening today. People were talking about wrestlers who were injured and had to step away. And they were talking about Bryan Danielson and, will he come back part-time? And he's like, probably, but if he gets the surgery, he's going to be out 14 months. He says, you never really know. And then somebody said, they were talking about wrestlers who they were saying they couldn't believe were still going. And some people, they had to end early. And then somebody brought up
Jericho.
Somebody brought up Rey Mysterio. And they said, I'm surprised he's not done. But people don't understand. Ray's been doing stem cell research for a while.
Ray was close to being done at one point. His knees were so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Ray, hats off to him.
Seems to help.
He made money and then he invested back in himself. And now he's been smart on how he gets himself booked the last few years.
Yeah. And he stopped killing other luchadors.
That's not true. Stop it. Oh, that was an accident.
Uh-huh.
Ray's doing fine. And everybody, no one says anything bad about Ray.
No, everybody loves Ray.
Yeah.
Because he pays them.
And it is amazing that he's been able to keep his career going.
The other thing that's amazing is I want to know, do you think Eddie really was Dominic's father? Look how tall Dominic is compared to Ray.
Yeah, I believe the Adam Copeland injury was very real. The way he drove off that cage.
Yeah, fucking Adam Copeland's older than I am. He should not be jumping off goddamn cages.
Yeah. Oh, and Nakamura looking like he's going for the kill shot. Oh.
Although, in fairness, he's been doing that plank exercises, and you should check out those planks.
He got him. Nakamura, U.S. champ.
He didn't even heal. No miss.
I was wondering if we missed something. Look at the fans.
Shit. What the fuck? Dude, he didn't miss. Didn't do anything to cheat.
Wow.
Kicked him in the back of the head. That's fucking awesome.
James, if you're out there, you called it, man. You said it too. You were the one who announced it. We all said it, but
that's all right.
Yeah. Bengals suck.
Bengals do suck.
Go Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Bengals need Boomer size. From 30 years ago.
I'm very interested to see who they might get him. So there was a link to the eyes. That was clever. Then he dropped him with a reverse DDT on the head. All right.
Remember, it's metal in between.
Yeah. He's got the two rings. I mean, that's not. I mean, it's a heel tag, yeah. Hopefully they do him right, James. I agree. Hopefully they do. I mean,
we love Nakamura. He's preaching to the choir here.
Yeah. How about this? John Cena comes back, an open challenge, and it's John Cena who answers the U.S. title challenge.
Yeah, I can't wait till Nakamura, the heel, does the open challenge. It's going to be fantastic.
He could.
He's going to do an open challenge.
You never know.
It doesn't even logically make sense.
I'm not saying it has to. Maybe Nakamura's like, no one can beat me.
Speaking of great Japanese wrestlers.
This is the guy that just beat New Day's ass this week.
Although I saw a picture of him. Have you ever seen pictures of him? He used to wear a Speedo and weighed about twice of what he weighed.
Yeah, he's lost like a lot of weight and got himself in tremendous shape.
Speaking of tremendous shape, hello, Maxine Dupree.
Okay, true classic. So apparently this is like some new merchandise they're doing here.
Got to push the merch.
So
how is anybody supposed to look at T-shirts?
Oh, we're still going to see Otis.
Oh, maybe these are those shirts that are made for bigger guys.
I don't know.
It's supposed to fit you better.
Otis.
Oh yeah, bring back the male models.
Yeah, that's probably what LA Knight's going to do now, right? He's going to go back to Max Dupree.
Oh
no, Otis.
no.
Nobody.
See, now to really sell that, you should have had people reacting in the hallway.
I was interested they no-sold him. I would not no-sell Otis.
Here's another great commercial. Dave, you're a big gamer.
Not really.
Oh, that's Producer Joe.
Yeah, Producer Joe is, among other.
Do they still play Contra? Up, down, down. What is it? A, B, left, right, start, something like that.
Sounds about right.
Maybe Pong.
Used to play Tyson's Punch Out.
Ooh, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one, dude.
If only Tyson could still punch out.
Yeah. Okay, so this is an advertisement for the big Netflix Raw.
Yes.
I think we see everybody, right? On Netflix. Like, I think
absolutely.
The Rock, John Cena, Logan Paul.
Is it a 2-hour show?
I don't think that first one's going to be. Yeah. I think they're going to probably.
First one's going to be a day and a half.
I think they'll do whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
It's going to be Raw. So what match is next? See if you can call it. What match is next? I think it's going to be the Intercontinental Championship.
Why wouldn't it be, I guess? It's got to be, right? It's either that or Gunther.
No, Gunther's got to be right before the freaking...
Yeah, so you might as well do that, right?
There's only 3 matches left.
Yeah. None of them are slouches, by the way.
No,
they're all people that can, like, bang.
None of these were slouching matches.
Do you think Cena will beat Flair's record and have Cena win title? Yeah, I think he will. Yeah, he's their guy.
Even though Triple H, I don't think...
Although, Triple H is a huge, huge Flair fan. Although, you know what Flair said about it? He said, I'm totally supportive of him doing it. He said, plus, it's not even my real record. My real record, they're going to need like about 7 more titles.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many times did they have to cross it out because somebody pulled shenanigans in another country?
I was looking at that recently. There were ones I didn't even know about. Yeah.
He's got like 7 or 8 more of that.
Yeah.
He tells a story about Victor Djokovic in freaking Haiti. That's where the people were so upset.
Yeah.
And he just said, let him have the belt.
Yeah.
What do you think about WrestleMania in Las Vegas?
Sounds expensive. I mean, that's been the complaints, but
I couldn't even get you guys to go to Philadelphia. I can't imagine getting you guys to go all the way.
I'm not going to Vegas. Yeah. Oh, Belal Muhammad, he's a UFC welterweight champion.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. So, speaking of Vegas,
speaking of
UFC.
Sheamus the Ginger King. I do like the fact that they've integrated and have the guys here. And it's that my boy T-Pain?
Yeah, it is. Actually, it kind of reminded me of that guy who used to be in WWE who did all the flips and stuff. Reggie?
Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You gotta take that?
Yeah, it's my wife.
All right, why don't you just head out? It's fine. I'll come back in. All right, Ron Breaker. Wearing the Scott Steiner t-shirt, it looked like.
Hello? Hey. We're doing the live show.
All right. Ludwig Kaiser, Braun Breaker, Sheamus. Intercontinental title. This match should be a banger. No doubt. Like, this will be physical. They're going to beat each other up. So, now, James, I think you picked Sheamus here. Finally get that first Intercontinental title win. It is the one title he's not had yet, so I am interested to see. Oh, wow, seeing Ricochet getting put through the car. Yeah, that spear is nasty. Is this Kaiser's first PLE match? That's a good question. Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of any match Kaiser's had on at least the main roster of for PLEs. Huh. Yeah, I would think that yeah, I can't think of one. Because, I don't think they did a lot of 6-man matches and tag matches with Imperium on WWE main roster PLEs. Yeah, I think this is a good spot for him. I'm not predicting it, but I do think it'd be a pretty cool visual to see him like with the Intercontinental Gold and then Gunther with the World Title Gold. That's not something I'd say I'm going to see, but Von Kaiser, and he's got a hell of a look. So AJ looking for some merch here, I think. May have found something. AJ might be giving you his prediction here soon. Personally signed. Braun Breaker. I didn't even take it out of the plastic. Still here. AJ coming back with, I can only imagine, was a very supportive call from his wife. Letting her know. Keep doing good things, honey. We're all proud of you. Yeah, I wouldn't be mad either. I just think, what do you think, AJ? I'll let you get your headset here back on. But Ludwig von Kaiser, I think he's got a hell of a look. He can go in the ring. I wouldn't be mad if he stole the Intercontinental title or found a way to win this somehow.
I'm picking Braun Breaker, but I would love for Kaiser to win.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at anybody who won this match tonight.
No, all of them deserve it.
Because this is the one title Sheamus hasn't had either in his whole career. Yeah. So,
absolutely. My wife said she's been watching the show and you're doing a great job.
Thank you. I'm proud.
She said, I've been sucking balls, though, and not in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay.
Seems a little judgy to me.
Yeah.
I like all three of these guys.
Yeah, and they all lay their shit in, right? Nobody here is taking it easy. They're all in great shape.
I kind of would like to see Sheamus win because how much time does Sheamus have left?
Yeah, right.
Compared to the other two.
Sure. Yeah, he could. I'm not looking, but he probably could be the dad.
I'm not saying he's going to be freaking done anytime soon.
Yeah.
I'm just saying he's got maybe 3-4 years left. Whereas the other guys have freaking 15, 20 years left. Although who knows how long Kaiser's been wrestling. I mean, his father ran promotions in Germany.
Also, how many matches is Braun going to lose and then win the title back a month later? That's a good point.
Yeah. Well, Braun's eventually got to go to the world title picture.
He has to. And they teased And they never revisited it because I think that things changed. But they did tease that look between Braun Breaker and Gunther at one point.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's only a matter of time.
Yeah.
Kaiser also at some point could go face because he could eventually have enough of being a lackey to that's always going to be there.
Yeah.
That's something you could do at any time.
Kind of interesting, actually. Him and his girlfriend are both in a similar position right now.
Oh, no, absolutely. They're both in the same exact picture.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why I just noticed this.
Sheamus must have said something to the ref because.
But they also just showed the referee, and I actually don't know this ref, but they actually put his name up there, and that just made me laugh. Remember, we weren't even allowed to know who the referees were.
Well, the funny thing is with the UFC, you always know who the official is.
Right.
So maybe that's a little something that they're adding to this for the realism.
Yeah, boxing, MMA, yeah, you would know who the official is.
You always know who the officials are in Texas when they're screwing over the boxers. Here he comes.
Doesn't do it. He has a lot of talent, but not a fan of him. Hey, I can see that. You know? I don't know if he's done enough with his character, but I don't know. To me, he's such an explosive athlete.
They've done a great job of actually turning him a little cocky. They're developing him. Don't get me wrong. At first, he was just a shell.
Yeah.
But I think over the last few months, they've done a good job of developing him as a cocky.
I did like the promo he just recently cut on Ludwig, too. He kind of mocked him. Yeah. So.
And remember, English is not his first language either.
You talking about Braun?
Yeah, him and Braun.
Ludwig and Kaiser was a guy who was always in good shape, but he just looks more muscular and lean. And like,
well, if you were doing 8 rounds a night with Tiffany, you'd be in great shape too.
I don't know how many rounds he's doing with Tiffany, but
I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
2 elite athletes.
2 elite athletes. Sparring together. Working on this.
Sparring, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
You're a preliminary wrestler, Mario Mancini.
Absolutely.
I just saw an interview with him I've been stumbled upon. And he's
talked
about
the people who runs Paradise Alley right down the freaking road from us.
Yeah. Tony Altimore, I guess, trained him.
Yeah,
and
I've worked with Tony Altimore.
And Tony, I guess, told him in the beginning when they were training that you guys will be sparring, but when it's time, you'll have to actually apply your skills. You'll have to really be able to do it.
Tony Altimore was old school.
He was.
Tony Altimore was actually one of the tag team partners for Captain Lou Albano.
So
they were the Sicilians.
I guess
a little history lesson for you kids.
Mancini's father knew Tony, and so Tony kept telling Mancini, like, go back to school. You don't belong here, And he kept chasing him down. And so one day he let him go train, and he brought Fuji in. And he's telling the story. As soon as he said he brought Mr. Fuji in, I'm like, oh no. And Mancini's like, so he beat me up. He took a layer of skin off my face. And then Tony said, so you ready to go back to school? And he says, I'm ready to do this again. And he says, how much school you got left? He's like, I still got 1 more year. I'll be a senior. He's like, all right, talk to me in your senior year. And so, and I guess his brother ended up paying for it.
So I'll give you a quick Tony Altimore story. When I came up to, I had trained with AJ Strangebrew. I came up here to wrestle for New England Yankee Pro Wrestling at the time. And the booker's name was Silvano Souza. And he was good friends with Tony Altimore, who former tag team partner with Albano or whatever. But but we're all in there training, and we're all young guys. I think I was 19 or 20 at the time. And Altimore says, let me get in the ring with these kids. Now, Altimore's all of about 70 fucking years old.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, let me show you how to put on a headlock.
Mm-hmm.
He puts a headlock on me, and of course, you sell it, seal that, and whatever. And Sousa says, how would you get out of that? So I stood up straight. The guy was all of about 5'6".
Right.
And I just literally gently took him off my head and put him on the ground. That's my Tony Altimore story.
How did that go over, by the way? Was that met with?
No, I ended up getting chopped a lot that day because apparently they did not find that funny. I was like, how am I supposed to sell this? The guy's a fucking midget.
Oh, yeah.
Not that you're a midget at 5'6". If you're at 5'6" and you're out there, I'm sorry for hurting you.
But he was 70 years old.
But he was 70 years old.
Yeah.
And, now, don't get me wrong. Adrian Street, who trained me, was all of about 55, 60 at that time.
Yeah.
And he would have whooped my ass, and he was all of about 5'6".
Yeah.
So there's a difference.
Braun suplexing Sheamus out of his boots
Braun
here.
gets the crowd behind him.
He does. I think everybody except for Kaiser is going to get people behind him. Kaiser, I think, is pretty much a heel no matter what.
I think everybody but Corey.
He went through that Von Kaiser clothesline.
How explosive is his speed?
Very explosive. Very explosive. Extremely athletic.
He literally has combined Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner.
He has. Now, here's a guy I don't think you're going to mow through no matter what.
He's also legitimately one of the strongest guys.
Yeah.
Even with all his injuries and the time that's gone by, Sheamus is a big, strong man.
Yeah, I don't know who would win a legit fight here. I couldn't tell you that. I'd probably favor the younger Braun, but it is a fight.
I can't guarantee it.
No. Oh.
Remember, Sheamus legitimately is a freaking brawler. I've heard stories about him, Drew McIntyre, and freaking Wade Barrett, and the shit that they pull and freaking all through the British Isles.
You remember that story where I'm sure you heard it, where Wade Barrett got that scar on his back? Yeah. Somebody stabbed him from behind, and then Wade pulled the knife out, beat the shit out of him, and then checked himself in the emergency room afterwards. Yeah.
That's freaking.
Yeah. Well, Wade was like a bare knuckle fighter in England, I think. Too.
All right, don't let Wade Barrett fool you.
Yeah.
When he jokes around about, that is a bad man, Wade Barrett. Leave him alone. Matter of fact, as much as Drew McIntyre is a big dude, out of the three of them,
right,
he actually scares me the least.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Sheamus, even though I think he's a legitimate, nice human being, seems like the kind of person who could snap on you.
It's funny because Ludwig here is not a small guy.
Oh no!
But
we just saw Ludwig at Mohegan's Sun.
Yeah,
he's like 6'4".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Remember, Sheamus is 6'5".
Right. I don't know how tall Breaker is, but he's built like a tank.
Built like a tank. He's got to be 6'2".
Yeah. Oh. And nobody gets this kind of speed like he does. Oh, nicely done.
He was also a legitimate badass in football, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and now look at Sheamus. I mean,
what do you think Kaiser's got? About as much body fat as, I don't know, fucking almond?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, he might be the most lean rip guy.
He actually reminds me of young Rick Rude.
I was thinking that, yeah. Like Rude would have probably been a similar build.
Yeah, I'm talking about early Rick Rude.
I know what you mean.
WCW Rick Rude.
Yeah. Man, oh man.
I think Braun actually has to slow up at times.
Yeah.
I think sometimes he goes too fast.
You see,
I love the passion, by the way, of Michael Cole. I know we can't hear him right now.
No, but
he's rejuvenated.
We say it all the time, yeah. But since Vince left, Michael Cole is like a completely different announcer.
I wish we had this Michael Cole for the first 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I like Corey Graves. Corey Graves does a great job of announcing.
Yeah.
I pretty much like all the announcers except for the new guy.
Yeah, I don't hate him. It's just you can tell he's new.
Yeah.
You know, you can tell he's learning his way.
He should have went to NXT first. They should have brought up Vic Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Just so Vic Joseph doesn't have to work with Booker T anymore.
I don't know how that would have been good for Joe working with Booker T. I think Joe makes a decent amount of money, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think that was part of it.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why they brought Joe up so early was because he had the boxing background and the NFL. I think he did some stuff with NFL Game Day, too. So I think it was just
guys, do you watch NXT at all? Where do you grade Booker T's announcing?
I mean, he's a color commentator, too. Let's give him that.
I know.
He's not
I'm not expecting him to do play-by-play.
Yeah. But I like it. Yeah, I like it.
Shucky ducky quack quack.
I like the stuff, his interactions with Trick. I think that's all good stuff. Trick has really shown to me like a guy that can.
Oh, Trick could be on this show tomorrow.
Yeah, like he's good at like improvising and stuff too. I noticed when they've done a few things.
I don't think Trick could work heel, but he could come out and be a babyface.
Yeah, even when he was doing the heel stuff with Carmelo, he was kind of getting like positive responses.
Whereas Carmelo can actually work heel.
Yeah.
People don't understand how hard it is to work heel.
Yeah. It's hard to be a really good heel these days.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue it's hard sometimes to be a really good, effective babyface too, without being
it is
corny.
hard to be an effective babyface because people want to cheer the heels now.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you're getting cheered as a heel, you're not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Mm-hmm. Like, I think that's something, even though he'll get good responses from time to time, I think that's something Gunther's good at. Like,
Gunther does a good job of getting the initial crowd to go, oh, yeah.
We're like, yeah.
And then they're like, oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this could hurt.
Oh, look at that power bomb. Oh, okay. Fighting out of it.
And you can oh, my God. And you can say what you want about Ludwig Kaiser, but if he's making you hate him, he's doing his job. He literally seems like he just came off the Third Reich. Dave drinking that fancy water.
Yeah. Eternal
water. Yeah. Gets it from the eternal fountains at grave sites. I think these guys are putting in the work right now.
Yeah,
3 dances are not easy to do. And Braun Breaker, as young as he is, to be able to get in there with these two vets and be able to really put it together. Jesus.
Oh, we got to the eyes. Yeah, we've seen that effect of tonight.
That's a nice bump, too.
That's
a mistake.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
That's a mistake. The beats of the Bowery. I like that.
Sheamus lays these in, too.
Oh, yeah, he doesn't hold back. Of course, I say that, and then it looks like he's holding back.
Braun covering up his chest a little bit, too.
Well, believe it or not, those slower ones, maybe it could be a little bit more clubbing.
Right.
When you actually hit your weight onto it. Oh, no. Airborne Sheamus?
Airborne Sheamus with a double clothesline.
The Double Express.
Oh, man. He's high-fiving everybody tonight. They're loving it.
People love Sheamus.
Yeah.
Have you seen his Celtic workouts?
Not, like, I never watched the full episode. I've seen bits and pieces of it. I saw one he did with Jade not too long ago with the plank where he was dying and she was like...
Just not even bothered?
Not even, right, yeah. Like, you can tell that was more her workout. Like, she was...
Considering she has better abs than everybody but Ludwig.
Maybe even, I was going to say, she might be the one person who's got better abs.
Yeah. I saw the workout he did with Chelsea Green.
Yeah.
I have never seen a human being sweat more than Chelsea Green. Uh-oh. It is a three-way. Anything goes. At least that's what she said.
All right, so he's got to get in. He might be eating a spear on the way in.
That seems plausible.
Of course, you know, you come out of that spear, you might get that
Shillelagh?
Shillelagh on your head.
Gone now.
Oh, it's gone, yeah.
Part of me wants to see Sheamus win.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm calling it. Here comes Sheamus' title.
Sheamus' title.
Who did you call?
I call Breaker. I think we'll all agree on everything except for this match, probably. Because you picked Nakamura too. So
yeah, I picked Nakamura. I'm picking
the new the OG Bloodline.
Yeah, and I'm picking freaking Walter.
Yeah.
Gunther.
Oh yeah.
I do hate Braun Breaker's name.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
first of all, he's wearing early 90s, late 80s tights.
Well, it's a tribute to his dad.
Yeah, I get it. But Give him the fucking Steiner name.
Yeah, I mean, even if he had like their real name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could even call him Rex Steiner.
Rex Steiner, yeah. Or Braun Rex Steiner.
Rex also sounds like a dog pound. Rex. Oh, look at this. White noise off the top, maybe?
I think he's already getting out of that.
Good for him.
Oh, maybe a Frankensteiner? No. Maybe still? Because he's a crazy athlete.
Yeah, you think?
Ah! Jesus Christ! It looked like he was going to fall, and then he just caught himself and did...
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Ridiculous athletic ability. Oh, the chair was there.
Oh, look
Bro
at that.
kick.
You know the ref's getting
Oh, you know. Come on, guys.
way too close to the ropes.
Now, the thing about this, which is a great heel move, is he does it, he's stealing it right from Sheamus, too.
Yeah. The sentimental favorite.
For sure.
But they've had such a good battle between the two of them. They've had a great program.
Yeah.
That's something the WWE's done fairly well, is build up to some of the secondary programs.
Yeah.
What they're doing right now with the Wyatts and with Miz and freaking Karrion Kross. And
I'll tell you what. I know this is the title he hasn't won, but, man, if somebody's going to win that title from Gunther, Sheamus would be like a sentimental favorite to do that, too.
Yeah.
Given all the wars they had, and he's been able to get a win over Gunther yet.
are they going to at some point bring back Paul Ellering?
I don't think so. I think that was a write-off, yeah.
Love me some Paul Ellering.
Crazy that he's still going.
I don't even know how old Paul Ellering is.
1, 2. They want.
People want Sheamus to
They
win.
want it
I
back.
can't hear the crowd. Maybe they were booing.
God damn it.
Damn it. We were pulling for that Von Kaiser. Reminds us of a young Fritz von Erich.
Yeah, Fritz.
By the way, if you ever want to check out a fun podcast, check out the Von Erichs podcast.
Mm.
Lance and Marshall and their cousins, they all.
Lance.
Lance by chance.
Oh,
he's hurt.
this leg gave out on him. I don't think so, Kaiser, because something tells me the way you're setting this up that Braun's going to be coming back here.
Yeah, he's going to get his ass speared.
Oh.
Or not. Ooh.
Oh.
That was just nasty. That is a nice move.
It is. But
Yeah, there it comes.
that's.
And because he's the heel, he's got to put it on.
Sheamus, too. Yeah.
He's got the hurt ribs. Looks like you're coming through here.
I hope I don't. At this point, Sheamus has won me over so much. Like, I really would like to see him just move out of the way. I'll take the L.
Yeah, I let my emotions get in the way. Here it comes.
Oh, yeah. Wow. He set that up.
Sheamus.
Oh, yeah.
Sheamus putting over the young buck.
He did. He put it over strong as could be. Set that up. Yeah.
Look how upset the crowd is.
No, they won. I see them shaking their head. No.
Oh.
There's a few clapping. It was a hell of a match, so I think that's part of it.
Good
But,
match for Braun Breaker, though. All three of them performed well.
yeah. So Braun keeps the Intercontinental title.
Sheamus selling the shit out of those ribs. Good job, Sheamus. It's hard not to like that kid.
So 748. We got two more matches.
Yeah, it's going to end around 10.
I'm gonna say around 10, maybe a little before. Okay. So.
Although it's War Games, it could go all night.
Oh, okay. So I got some text from you. I never got this. So Joe, watching this, apparently your mic doesn't sound the greatest. Maybe because
Can you hear me now?
maybe just adjust it so it's closer to you. Because the settings are a little, yeah. But we'll continue on.
How about now?
Go a little louder here.
How do I sound in your headset?
Okay, I guess I'm the worst with this stuff though. So actually, let's switch.
Like I can hear your headset perfectly.
Oh, I can
hear your voice perfectly in my headset. You're not talking into my mic.
How do I sound now? Oh, okay. Yeah.
That sounds perfect.
I think it just had to be adjusted. I don't know why we. Why did we do all that? I don't know.
If only our producer had reached down sooner.
He did. I didn't see it. No.
Whatever.
I'm not looking at my phone.
Which is weird because usually Dave watches porn while we do this.
No, it's all good.
That's not true. Dave's a nice man.
I'm a nice man.
He's got 5 lovely children.
Yeah. Yeah. They're okay. Took one of them to the gym today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's a couch potato, so he's 13, and you can take a 13-year-old to the Planet Fitness as long as the adult is there. Yeah. And so it's funny, I ran him on the treadmill a bit. You know me, I ain't shit on the treadmill. I've had asthma, so I took it light, and my leg was bothering me. I'm like, get a half-hour sweat. And I didn't pay attention to him, but I looked out the corner of my eye, and I think he wanted to beat my calorie intake. So he started going a little heavier. Oh, whatever. He's young. He's 13.
Let him go.
Plays baseball. Go at it. Yeah. We get in the car. He's like, oh, I feel like I'm walking on clouds. My legs are all shot. I'm like, you're just not working out hard enough. Like, you can do better than this. You're 13 and athletic. Like, you don't need to be.
That's why they call this generation alpha.
Yeah. So
they seem like a bunch of betas to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, next Saturday. What do we got going on here? Oh, it's
NXT next Saturday.
That's right. Wow. Next Saturday. So it's going to be Deadline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fun one.
So I don't know how many people are watching NXT, but Rich Holland's
on fire.
Great heel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Like, he is definitely a great heel right now.
Fantastic. I love when he came out to freaking Chase U's music.
And Chase U was like the ultimate babyface act in NXT.
That's great.
Yeah.
They need to actually put him over.
I'd actually like to see Chase U go to the main roster. Like, that was like their thing, you know, that like they could have Chase U elsewhere.
I just don't think it would pay off.
You don't think it'd be as good on the main roster?
I don't. I think you need the smaller environment.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they put them in bigger arenas, but those were NXT shows, though.
You have to have the cheering section. You have to have the.
Yeah.
How are you going to control that in a large
environment? How about Shawn Michaels getting in Eddie Thorpe's face this week? Shoved him in the wall. Also, by the way, if you're watching NXT, Eddie Thorpe has not come off completely like the bad guy here. Like, he's another one where he's been trying to get Ava's attention. She's been blowing him off. And then he was just mad because he got screwed out of his match, and then he wasn't even the one that knocked the door.
Meanwhile, Alexis King's whiny ass is getting fucking all the attention.
Yeah, it is interesting. Yeah.
I do wonder still if Charlie Dempsey's like his father.
I mean, time will tell. He's been doing it for a little bit. And Joe's happy about Black Sabbath.
How would you not be happy about Black Sabbath? Speaking of Black Sabbath, here's Damian Priest.
Damian Priest? I just want Gunther to win this. That's all I can say. Like, I'm sure they'll have a great match. It's fine.
I got no problem with Damian Priest.
I know. I don't want this feud.
He's not a world champion.
I don't want this feud. That's all.
Maybe you guys will disagree. You guys think Damian Priest belongs as a world champion?
I just feel like Gunther has done such a good job that I want to keep seeing him with other people. Actually, I don't know who would be a great next opponent for him after this.
Balor.
I think Finn's going to cost Damian.
I would love to see Finn Balor actually go after the world title.
But he's a heel, so I don't know. Like,
he's a heel.
I'm trying to think of baby faces that aren't doing much on Raw right now.
That'd be the whole Raw roster.
Cena's another guy you could do.
Seth Rollins isn't doing anything.
I think you're right, James. I do think that. I do think Finn will cost Damian Priest tonight.
How about Dominic? You think Dominic deserves a title shot?
I thought CM Punk would have been the guy to maybe challenge Gunther, but now that he's on SmackDown and he's in this Bloodline thing, another guy who technically I believe is part of the Raw roster who's been on SmackDown, Jey Uso was another guy I thought they could, great crowd response.
Is there a heel that's more over right now than Dominic Mysterio?
In NXT, Ridge Holland, but other than that, no. I think
he's a great heel.
Yeah, Dominic is probably the most hated person on the main roster, and honestly, too, even though we talked about it before, a lot of people don't like her. Nia Jax.
Yeah,
she's a great heel. Yeah. So heels in wrestling: Nia Jax, Dominic Mysterio, Ridge Holland, Don Callis.
Oh, Don Callis is.
Yeah. I mean, MJF still gets cheers. He's good at getting people to hate him.
No, Don Callis is a true heel.
Yeah, like Don. They don't like Don,
But he also stays in heel mode.
Yeah.
Gunther gets cheers for respect.
Right, and then he tries to confirm That's almost similar to MJF because he's so entertaining, and then MJF has to work hard to get people to hate him.
The Young Bucks get heel heat, but whether they're face or heel.
Yeah, I think we're just kind of tired of the character and stuff too, but...
How about Moxley right now?
It's a good point. Moxley's been a pretty solid heel. I don't think he's getting a lot of cheers or anything like that.
Nah, he was targeting the right people with Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
Because Orange Cassidy, this generation's Sting, or Steamboat.
That's a funny analogy. Orange Cassidy and Steamboat.
You can say what you want, but
I like Orange Cassidy, but just
he's a pure babyface.
He is.
Tito Santana.
Ricky Morton.
Sure. Well, Ricky Morton had a big heel run.
He did, but Ricky was also a really great babyface too.
Yeah. But similar to Orange Cassidy, the reason why he had that big heel, that big babyface, is because the way he works in the ring.
Yeah, it was sold.
He takes a beating.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't think you get the same feeling from Darby Allin, who also could sell his ass off.
Well, Darby's just getting the shit beat out of him.
Yeah.
The Von Erichs were good baby faces for that. They would, especially in Texas, they would get the crap beaten out of them sometimes. But I think that's because in Texas at that time, everything, it was a half shoot. They just used to beat the hell out of each other.
Well, little known thing about the Von Erichs is David Von Erich went over to Florida to wrestle.
Heel.
He actually did a hell of a job as a heel in Florida.
So here's the thing about Texas I realized, and you probably knew this already too, and I've thought about it, but I watched some world-class wrestling the other night, and I remember how snug everything looked and how it really looked different. And I realized because Fritz had those cameramen sometimes in the ring, or they had the mics in the ring, or they had it really up close, and it's like, yeah, and if you look at the camera, like, there were some athletic people that were big, like, they had to be able to move and get out of the way sometimes.
I saw an interview with, who was it, Brian Adias and Dave
Manning?
Yes. And they were talking about the very thing you're talking about right now. And they were the first ones to really put the mics in the ring, have everybody snug.
Just got to hold it. Your height.
Damn it, it's not easy being tall.
It sounds great now. Yeah.
But because of the snugness, they literally were beating the shit out of each other. When it looked like Terry Gordy was laying in and beating people up, it's because he was.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Brian Adias said, I love Terry Gordy, but that man has almost killed me so many times.
Jimmy Garvin talked about how it was like a half shoot every night too. And Michael Hayes, yeah. It was just, Well,
David Manning talked about one time he went into the ropes and did the Foley thing where you get your head stuck in between the ropes.
Yeah.
And he said his biggest fear was Kevin and the Von Erichs didn't know when to stop moving. They had always constant energy, and he thought Kevin was going to hit the ropes and he was going to lose his head.
Oh man, yeah, it was. It's definitely interesting to go back and watch some of that stuff. Mid South too. That was another physical territory. I think that was more Bill Watts demanded that.
Well, Bill Watts would have in shows, and he would actually bring in amateur wrestlers. He brought in Steve Williams when he was still an amateur wrestler.
Yeah.
One of his favorite wrestlers to have work in his territory was Bob Roop.
Yep.
Who was a legitimate badass wrestler. And it was always important for him to everybody to work snug. He was also the one who told people flat out, if you lose a bar fight, don't even show up for work tomorrow.
Right, you'll be fired. Yeah. All right, Gunther. Even from Imperium, the Ring General.
The funny thing is, since he's become champion, he actually cheats less.
I mean, he's a guy. I said this before. Like he'd be good in any era.
Oh, absolutely.
Any territory. He would have been good in that Bill Watts. That's 43-3 in singles matches since April 2022.
He's also been champion the sign of the devil. When he was Intercontinental champion.
So his 3 losses are pretty well documented. Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, and what was that till 2022? It said.
Yeah.
So that's got to be Dragunov then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is this Dragunov.
Yeah, they must be counting that.
Those are pretty good wrestlers. That.
Oh, there we go. Randy Osgood in the house. I think AJ Strangebrew could beat Gunther up. I think AJ would disagree with that.
I think once upon a time, maybe. This is not that time.
Maybe once upon a time when you were in your prime, and then when Gunther was a much heavier, awkward guy. And I'm not talking about Walter from a few years. You ever see those old footage when he started?
I was thinking about the fact that I'm like probably at least 15 years older than him.
Right, yeah.
So there's a good chance that when I was 30, he was only 15.
Right. That would have been a great time to try and take him. You know what's funny is both Priest and Gunther were like out of shape kind of wrestlers when they first started. You know, I mean Walter had like different color hair and stuff too. If you go back and see old pictures, you see like old pictures of Walter. He has like
he was a freak.
Yeah, like dyed green hair, and
he looked like he just came out of one of those German raves.
And then
or techno bowl.
Damian Priest was the same thing.
Producer Joe, you go to those German rave techno things.
I don't know if he does. I thought AJ was on his 15th cruise this year. Oh, well. Yeah, well, getting to play hard a little bit.
I only did 3 this year. Hey, one of them ended up with me getting to see CMLL, so that's pretty damn cool.
Mm.
By the way, I am a lot bigger than the Luchadors.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering.
I mean, overall, I think it would be fair to say wrestlers these two aren't great examples of that, but most of them are smaller than a lot used to be, right? I mean.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not like the old days where you're just 320 pounds.
Does Priest win this? I say no. No, Randy, I don't think so. I think this is...
If Priest wins this, we all riot. Which is not going to be fun because we're at Dave's house.
Yeah, I don't want to riot at my house. Oh, man.
I'm sorry, I gave away the illusion. We're at the Working Fan Studio.
Yeah, the studio. This is banner.
Does this banner make my head look large?
So Damian Priest working the arm here, huh? Like a good baby face.
Yeah, absolutely. Great arm bar.
All right, it's got to be Goldberg beating Gunther then. I don't know about that either. I do think Goldberg.
I don't think Goldberg's coming back for a win.
No, I think Goldberg has one more match in him, and I think we're all expecting it could be Gunther. And I'd like to see the match honestly, because I'd be interested to see what kind of match Gunther could pull out of Goldberg, because Gunther has had great matches with everybody. So, but it's definitely a different style, right? Goldberg's used to just running through people. So
I'm hoping for Gunther versus Braun Breaker.
what about Goldberg versus Braun Breaker? That could be interesting. That could be a car wreck.
Oh, God. That would be a nightmare.
Yeah, I guess they're legit friends too. Like I think Goldberg got along really well with Rick and Scott.
I was gonna say that's he's known Braun Breaker since he was freaking 6 years old.
Right.
Maybe even younger.
I'm interested. I'll see. I wonder if Goldberg will be on that Raw on Netflix.
That's a good chance.
Building for that match, yeah. I'm just gonna have every star imaginable.
Gunther doing a good job with the heel work here, getting out of the ropes, doing. So, for those of you guys who might not know this, with wrestling, you don't see it as much these days. It's almost like comedy, waiting for the laughs and building for that. When you do stuff like what Gunther does, where you actually let it soak in there and you take time out and you slow it down, that's when you actually tell a story, and that's when you really get the crowd behind you. Unless you're one of those people who likes 400-mile-per-hour matches at all times that don't tell a story, or what I call a Young Bucks match. So
I think AJ does not. I'll just say this. Do you miss the traditional 5-on-5 elimination matches? I thought they had their place. I don't like a whole card of them.
There should be, during Survivor Series, there should be one a night.
Yeah, I'd like to see it just to pay tribute. We'd still have one.
You can flip-flop it. Have a women's one year, have a men's one year.
What about the tag team one where we had like...
That's just stupid. That's just complete idiotic. But I was not a fan of the Survivor Series.
Yeah, right. You weren't. Yeah, I know producer Joe likes them.
I've always been a Royal Rumble guy and WrestleMania.
Royal Rumble has always been... I mean, it's still my favorite match of the year now.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Pat Patterson.
Yeah.
It's too bad you're rotting in head.
I mean, I remember when Pat talked about pitching that to Dick Ebersol, I guess.
He always pitched more Dick than Pat Patterson.
He just keep taking shots at Pat. Can't defend himself.
He used to keep himself wide open.
Pat Patterson School of Defense. Yeah, Pat, though, he had that idea for the Royal Rumble.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Raiders want to see Team Aldis versus Team Pierce. That's not a bad idea.
If I get to see Nick Aldis wrestle, it's worth it.
Versus Adam Pierce.
2 former NWA champions.
Yeah, I don't know if Adam Pierce could still...
I think Adam Pierce can still...
He could probably have a match, though, if he had to.
Yeah. I'm not saying... First of all, he never worked a style that was so fast-paced where I think he's gone out of it. He worked the old-fashioned NWA style. Mm-hmm. That's why they made him the champion. Well, that and nobody else wanted the belt.
Yeah.
Remember, Aldis actually holds world championship victories over your current world champion.
He does. He holds a victory over Cody Rhodes. That's right.
And I can't say that he hasn't ever wrestled Gunther.
I think he holds a world title victory over Sting as well.
Yeah.
Did you notice that when Bobby Lashley came out on AEW, they had him listed as an 8-time former world champion?
Yeah, where are those other 8 belts?
So I looked it up because it's like it's 2 WWE world titles,
TNA,
4 TNA titles.
Yeah. But where's the other 2?
2 ECW world titles. Remember, they were considered not a world title at the time in WWE. Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
And he did main event. Well, it wasn't exactly the main event, but it was the most talked about match at Mania. Yeah. All right, I'm going to take a little quick out of here. Let you kind of talk, people.
Do this?
We're going to do it carefully. Hold on. Yeah, you can respond. We can just switch chairs, I guess. Do you like the open cage or closed cage? I like the closed cage.
I like the closed cage for war games. Other than that, I like the open cage.
Oh, I got to drink some pee. Enjoy yourself.
I didn't realize I was going to get a lap dance tonight. Good for me. All right, guys. Now it's time to get serious and ask the real questions. Dave's going to pee. So let's get real with AJ Strangebrew. First of all, Gunther laying it in there, working the arm. I love that he works the body parts. Very similar to Ole Anderson, the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. I love that old style wrestling. Randy Osgood, how are you enjoying Survivor Series so far? Favorite comedy jokes? I grew up on Carlin and Richard Pryor, so that's where my loyalty lays. I do like Jim Gaffigan now. I'm also a fan of Brian Regan. Little Stephen Wright in there. Who's your favorite comedians, guys? All right now we've got Gunther. He's really bringing it in there. He's now laying those chops. Does anybody have a better chop right now currently than Gunther? The way he lays in there. Look at him working the joint. That reminds me a lot of Adrian Street, the European style. What a great move. Look at this. I don't think this is going to so far rank up there with some of the greatest Survivor Series, but it's not a bad one. It's a hell of a lot better than anything the Ultimate Warrior was ever in. I'm not going to lie to you. Every time I watch an event like this, part of me goes, I would love to be back in the ring. And then part of me goes, oh, God, I don't want to get hit like that. All right, here comes my lap dance. What you guys don't realize is we're very close to 50 now.
We are. Talking.
Starting to pay our dues with the prostate.
I haven't had that yet, but.
No, I ain't saying I have it. I'm just saying I got to pee a lot.
Well, oh yeah. Yeah, I definitely did that, yeah.
I also drink gallons of fucking water.
All right, where are you at there it is. Yeah, Randy, it has been a pretty good show so far. Worst wrestling injury, AJ?
So you want my worst injury or you want the worst injury I've ever seen?
Go both. Start off with the one you've ever seen.
Worst one I've ever seen is Sid Vicious breaking his fucking leg.
Okay, yeah.
That's just nasty. First of all, whoever gave him the idea to jump off the freaking second rope with a kick should be shot.
Yeah.
My worst personal injury in a wrestling match was at the Whaling City Festival in New Bedford, Mass. It had rained the night before. We were doing a battle royal. I was working, Dave. You actually saw this guy. His name was Juan King.
Oh yeah, party time.
Juan King, party time. Juan King. He was drinking a lot of Crown Royal before the event, and it had rained the night before. He threw me over the top because it was my time to leave the battle royal. And wrestling boots are not made to grip. So one leg went one way and one leg went the other way on the wet grass, and it tore up my knee pretty damn good. I still, to this day, my knee clicks, and I got a little bit of tearage in there. I don't even know if that's a word.
Tearage.
Damian Priest? Is Damian Priest's pants see-through in the crotch?
It is tight. All right, Damian's calling for what? The Lex Luger forearm here?
Oh, God.
No, went for a lariat. What are your thoughts on the Ricky Stark GCW situation? AJ, do you know about this?
Yeah, I know what happened. Ricky Starks, went on the show, trash talk Tony Khan.
Well, I mean, he said that I'm not going to be a guy who just gets shut out.
Now, Now, I thought that it was a work at first.
Yes.
And it might still be a work.
Okay.
However, since then, they've removed they've removed Ricky Starks from all the GCW stuff he was signed.
So here's something else. Effie, who Russell had his podcast.
Absolutely love Effie.
He said before, I wish there was a little more exclusivity. He's like in pro wrestling. He says, because we had made a big deal about booking the Hammerstein Ballroom again. And he said, then before we know it, AEW is going to be there and Ring of Honor is going to be there. And and he said, and it's like literally about a month before our show, and he said, it just seems like when TNA had to get there, we couldn't do, and that's fine. He said, it doesn't seem to work both ways. And he says, we're a little company, and he says, we don't have $1 billion football budget or money that our dad gives us to keep us away from the day-to-day.
100%.
So, but now, since Effie made those comments too, Starks also got removed. So they don't know if it's like that or what. Because Ricky can still work other independents, apparently.
It's also possible that this whole thing doesn't work. It could be something between AEW and GCW down the line.
Yeah, I think that it's probably more like Tony's like, nah.
but I will tell you, I believe everything is the work.
I also do think this too. I think that they're having Ricky. I think those comments, I won't be shut out, are probably close to home, and I think that's probably what they were doing. They probably know Ricky wants to go to WWE, and they don't want to just bury him every week because they figured people will get wise to it. So just put him off the show.
Yeah, I think it's only a matter of time. Ricky Starks has not been injured.
No.
He's literally just sitting on the sidelines.
And here's the thing, too. Ricky got some buzz off that stuff with GCW. So, yeah, Ricky, you can do independence, but not GCW.
Ricky Starks is not the only person who I've heard is sitting on the sidelines for no apparent reason in AEW.
Yeah, there might be a few. I know Miro, I think, has been difficult creatively.
Miro, yeah, he went through the divorce, too.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right. Damian Priest raised his edge.
Oh, it's all over.
Oh, it's all over. We were wrong. This is it. All right. Good line. 2. I can't believe it. He kicked out. The son of a bitch.
Oh, wow. How do you kick out of the Razor's edge?
I don't believe it. Does PWG ever come back? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know enough about their situation or finances.
I'm also not a big fan of gorillas being forced to wrestle one another. I love the fact that Damian Priest just flat out rips off Scott Hall.
Well, yeah, Scott's like was a mentor to him.
Yeah,
so,
I know. Yeah, I know as a tribute, but
clearly, I mean, he was a lot of stuff.
The red dripping off his.
Yeah, he does like this once in a while, even.
I mean, I love Scott Hall too.
Oh yeah.
I don't go around shooting and stabbing people. Allegedly.
Oh, he works that arm. Counter chokeslam. Is Wardlow still hurt? I believe so, last I saw. But, you know. Oh, Gunther. Kimura. Hooks to that. Yeah. Wow. We say that because he's hooking it on in a way that makes you believe the match could end here. And he's stomping the hands in the back of the head.
You actually missed some really good joint manipulation while you were in the lavatory. Gunther was on fire with it. He actually did something similar to the cattle mutilation.
I don't know what it is that where Gunther just feels like everything. He hooks on everything in a way that makes you feel like it could be the end of the match.
AEW's missed the boat with Wardlow. I think they did a bad job of developing.
I don't know why AEW feels cold right now.
Because winter's coming.
I just think it's like...
Way to plug winter's coming. Good job.
I just don't know. Like it's like if the company has changed much in the
sad part
the
is
stories.
The sad part is that some of their wrestling has been on fire.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it's like there's any stories right now that have the company feeling like their next level. And I think the problem is that's why you're just not seeing a lot of crowds. So maybe, I know they made a big thing that they're going to start doing smaller arenas. Probably should have done that a while ago.
They really do have some of the best wrestlers on the planet.
But that show might look better in a small arena right now.
100%.
Yeah.
Why do you think NXT looks so good?
Right. Yeah.
They're not playing fucking Madison Square Garden.
I know once in a while AEW can still get like a 10,000 for a certain pay-per-view. So that's fine. But maybe for your weekly dynamites and everything, do the smaller arenas.
Absolutely.
And maybe some pay-per-views too. Until the product gets hot again. They have the John Moxley. Here's the thing, Randy. I mean, if you're into it, cool, but like, I feel like we've seen so many takeover stuff.
Well, not only that, but where's the takeover going?
Yeah.
Who? The problem is we've gotten to a point with Tony Khan where his story and his booking has been so bad that you don't believe it's going anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah.
How many times has he told us, hey, I got big news for you?
right.
And the big news is turning to Collision. And I'm not a hater. I love AEW.
Oh, yeah, me too. I'm happy they're around still. All right, big lariat by Priest. These two are killing it. They're having a great match.
I love the fact that they've done something finally with Marina Shafir.
Yeah.
They have legitimately a badass woman there. And she's whooping the shit out of half the guys now.
Yeah. Yeah, she has definitely come off looking
and they're
better.
finally doing something with Pac.
Claudio's been a great heel, by the way.
Oh, Claudio's a fantastic heel. I love the fact that they now bully freaking
Darby?
No.
They have been.
Well, they have been, but their own guy there, Eula.
Oh, Yuta. Yeah.
I like the fact that now they treat Yuta like he's a young boy.
Real Yuta. Yep, they got I actually like the Continental Classic. That's something I enjoyed a lot last year.
Absolutely. I love the Continental Classic. I love it when they do the Owen Hart Invitational.
I like the Brody King Claudio face-off this week, too.
Oh, first of all, Brody King is a beast. They need to do something with Brody.
Yeah.
Brody's somebody who you could eventually put a world championship on.
All right, so Damian is really selling that arm here, too.
But
I gotta feel like that's going to come into play here.
how have you not ever done anything with Malachi?
Yeah. Or any of the House of Black, as a unit.
Oh, yeah.
Freaking
Buddy Murphy.
Yeah, something's happening here. Oh, there's Finn Balor. Oh!
But speak of somebody who doesn't get used enough.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at David. Look at Gunther over here. Gunther. Oh! I'm not looking for no interference. Get out of my face.
Remember what I said earlier?
I was thinking about what you said earlier.
Gunther?
Maybe this is going to turn into a triple threat match down the road here.
You
Powerbomb.
can also turn Gunther babyface.
Elbows.
Have him fight against the Judgment Day.
To the back of the net. Oh, look at this.
That.
Sleeper in the arm.
Freaking great.
Oh, my God. Look how tight it looks.
Oh, my God. Damian Priest's eyes look like they're coming out of...
Oh, it's beautiful. The selling here by Damian Priest, too. Everything. The referee, even the way he did everything with that was excellent.
I got to tell you guys something. On the way over here tonight, me and Dave talked before the show. And I told him this is the one match I was worried about because they've never had good chemistry together. And I was completely wrong. Tonight they had great chemistry. They killed it. Great job, Gunther. Great job, Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Great job, Finn Balor coming in and taking the boot. But I hope this sets up Gunther versus Finn Balor. How great of a match would that be?
I have a feeling maybe more of a three-way just because you're going to have two heels. I think they'll probably do the Finn. Because I don't think Finn's taking the title.
I don't think you have to keep Gunther heel.
Well, maybe. I mean, you'd have to do something with the Von Kaiser thing still then. You know?
Think about the Von Kaiser merch that you could sell with him as a babyface.
I mean, honestly, you could have Gunther champion. You could put that Intercontinental title on Von Kaiser, and you could actually put the tag titles on these guys. They could have all the belts.
Look at that bump.
Actually, I mean, Finn and JD McDonough are the tag champs still. And Gunther and Von Kaiser are a team. So
100%.
Yeah.
I think one of the things that we forget about is how big both Gunther and Damian Priest are.
Yeah.
Damian Priest is a tall man.
Well, that's why I felt a little silly when I was saying a lot of wrestlers are smaller today when you're talking about it's like these two in the ring. I'm like, these aren't the examples of that.
No. But even these guys, with their height, they're not built like Vince would have wanted them.
No. Vince would have let Bobby Lashley go, probably.
No.
Yeah.
By the way, if we're going to compare abs, Finn Balor's got to be in that conversation also.
By the way, and I don't know, it might not be the best thing. I know, probably, and I like Will Ospreay, but right now, one of my favorite things in AEW is actually the Hurt Syndicate.
I love the Hurts.
I like Bobby Lashley.
I love Shelton.
I love that Shelton's got a better push than ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely. MVP is fantastic on the mic as always.
Yeah.
But I will tell you this: one of my favorite things in AEW is how they pushed Kyle Fletcher.
Yeah. Can't deny that.
You mentioned Ospreay, and Ospreay's fantastic. But that push on Kyle Fletcher.
They've done a good job with that. Oh, here we're talking about Saturday night's main event making a return. And I love that we're going to get this on NBC and Peacock simulcast. Feels like a big deal. Yeah. And you're going to start off with Kevin Owens and Cody to get a world title match. It's not like the old. It's not going to be 11 o'clock. It's going to be 8 to 10.
Did I hear the first one's coming from Long Island?
I think it is. And we are getting the finals of the U.S. Women's title match, too. So there will be a new champion on that show no matter what, too.
And that's a pretty risky place to put it. I mean, nobody ever wants to go to Long Island.
Well,
that's not true. The Nassau Coliseum used to be a great place to watch the Islanders.
Hey, Randy, if you're still out there, who's going to win that Women's U.S. title tournament?
Yeah, give us somebody, Randy.
Yeah, there you go. Women's U.S. title tournament finals.
Is it Tiffy time? Maybe, or Chelsea Green?
So we got Bailey and Michin and Chelsea Green's going to take on the winner of this one. Naomi, Elektra Lopez, and Tiffany Stratton.
I think it's got to be Tiffany.
I think it's got to be Tiffany.
Because you need a heel to face Bailey.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to have Bailey turn heel on Naomi.
So.
Oh my God, it's going to be Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens?
Yeah. Now, you seem to think that there's no way Kevin Owens is walking out with the title here, but.
I might have to go to that show live.
Somebody said that it'd be interesting because they're doing another Saturday night's main event in January, too. And so maybe Cody loses it and then gets it back, and then we'll see.
I'm going to have to check my passport and make sure it's up to date so I can go to Long Island.
I think that's how it works. 10 years of New Day, this Monday. Can't wait. They've been getting along so great. Can't wait to see this tribute show. 2 hours of celebrating.
I can't wait to see Big E get beat up.
Oh, wait, does that start this week, too?
It does.
Okay, cool.
It's a nice belt, by the way.
Yeah. The women's now we don't even know who's in this tournament yet, right? I don't think they're going to announce that.
That's much nicer than the one I got beat with as a child.
Yeah. It's just
these are all the winners.
The post show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or what I call all the winners so far.
It is all the winners so far.
Nobody wants to interview the losers. Otherwise, my Jets would be interviewed every week.
All right. So now we got some kind of ad.
One match remaining.
One match remaining. I'm guessing it's going to go like 15, 20.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it takes 25 minutes just to get
everybody in.
Into it, right? Yeah. And then you have entrances and stuff like
that. That's a dynamic duo right there.
Say 45
LA
minutes.
Knight and Jay Uso. All right, guys, we need predictions. Who's winning War Games?
I think everybody I talked to earlier is picking Roman and his team here.
Oh, you mean CM Punk and his team?
Roman, CM Punk. Who's the biggest stars on that team? Roman, CM Punk, Jey Uso.
Yeah.
And then Sammy, I'd say Sammy and then Jimmy. Jimmy's probably the least.
Well, we'll give Jimmy something he can win. Who's the funniest guy on that team?
Jimmy. Yeah.
I got you back, Jimmy.
All right, let's do it the other way.
Who's not the funniest on the team?
Who's the biggest star on the other team? I mean, they've built it as solo, but it's
Jacob
Fatu, right? Yeah. And then probably Solo.
Then Bronson Reed.
And
then
you could argue Bronson Reed.
And then Haku's kids.
Yeah, and Tongaloa is the last one.
The real one and the adopted one.
Tama Tonga and then Tongaloa, I would say, too.
Which one's the adopted one?
I don't know who the adopted one is.
One's adopted and one is...
That's probably Tama.
Yeah, one's Haku's real kid.
Yeah. You got me wondering. I'll look this up here.
Randy Ajay, you'll know. You know all things about the Gorillas.
Randy's on radio silent now. I don't know. Oh, it's Tama Tonga, the more athletic one.
Tama Tonga is the real one?
Tonga Loa is the one who's
actually blood related?
Yeah. So Tama Tonga is adopted.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I love Haku, but
he wasn't an athlete necessarily. He was just a badass, right? He had quick hands and quick feet.
Absolutely, yeah. But he wasn't exactly flying around the ring.
Yeah, it's kind of funny now to know like they teamed with Andre, like back then. Like it makes sense in a lot of ways.
How would you like to run into those two in an alley? Andre the Giant and Haku.
Have some booze and be nice to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, Haku was genuinely a nice human being. Who just, if you pushed him too far, would kill you.
Most of the Samoans were, if it seems like we're in the stories, but it's all usually people were being assholes to them.
Yeah.
And then,
But I've never heard anything about Andre being just nice.
Andre, yeah, it seems like he was a little depending on who you were. You know,
but he also walked around in pain and freaking.
He was not very nice to Giants.
No.
You know,
hence Big John started crying.
Yeah.
Bam Bam Bigelow getting almost killed.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, he didn't like if you were careless, hence the warrior.
Yes.
Yeah.
He didn't like you if you were Randy Savage.
Yeah.
He almost lost all his hair.
And if he was rough on Jake the Snake a few times.
I saw one the other day where it was him versus Duggan.
Yeah.
And he put his feet up on the ropes to pin Duggan.
I saw that.
So all his weight was on Duggan.
Yeah.
I don't think that was necessary.
No, that's pretty funny. I saw that too. Yeah. There's not many people that would have been able to take Andre. Haku might have been one of them.
Yeah.
Probably could have.
Probably could have.
Yeah.
Especially since by that point, freaking.
At that point, Andre was so banged up and hurt.
Defend himself.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I do think Solo is coming into his own on the mic.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's not a bad worker.
No.
But Jacob Fatu is just.
He's a freak athlete. Yeah.
What he does in there is insane. That match with him and Jay yesterday.
Yeah, they tore it up. Yeah. No, there's definitely some people that...
Bronson Reed, I think, is probably a legit badass.
They've kind of hinted possibly at Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu being a team. That would be...
Well, the thing is, Bronson Reed is close to being as Samoan as you can be.
I mean, imagine Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu as a team. Like, that's a team that, you know... I don't know about Gargano and Ciampa's chances anymore.
I don't know how much you know about geography, but Samoa and New Zealand are not that far off of each other.
Yeah.
We have a tendency of forgetting that it's a globe and that they run into each other. Unless you're a flat earther or what I call a moron.
What do you think about that would be their tag team match, huh? The Motor City Machine Guns versus Bronson Reed and Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, that would not go good for the Guns.
Tag champions, my God.
Yes, I love the Guns. They're my second favorite Guns tag team of all time.
Now, with this face-to-face last night with Punk and Roman, this kind of felt like Roman is the old heel a little bit again.
Roman's the old heel, like 80% of the time.
Yeah,
he hasn't changed anything.
Once in a while, he shows a little humility, but, you know, he'll throw a finger up or he'll say,
he hasn't changed who he is.
Yeah. Like, he came in, he's like, I don't need you. And CM Punk's like, we had a lot of time. I'm glad you showed up late.
He said the same thing with Jay. He's like, I don't need you.
I did love his line.
Same thing with Zammy.
I love the line with Punk said, I'm here for Paul Heyman. This is my friend Paul. And Roman's like, I'm happy for both of you.
Roman's fantastic.
He's great at that, yeah.
But the thing is if you only had the people that Roman wanted on the team, it would be him and Jimmy.
Yeah. He had to make a few concessions. he's
him and Jimmy against the other five.
Him and Jay got together finally on the same page, and then finally Sammy.
Yeah.
I don't think Punk has got there yet.
But in fairness, he only had
about a week. Oh.
Everybody else took about a month in between each one. Thank God they're putting the rules up. We forgot them since the women's match earlier tonight.
I do have to say, in the modern era of pro wrestling, we'll go in the last since WCW ended.
So you're not going back to Hackenschmidt?
So we'll go like the last 23, 24 years.
They are announcing Bloodline right now.
Yeah, these guys are all coming out together, so that will be...
That's because nobody knows who they are as individuals.
This Bloodline storyline, though.
I'm pretty sure I could hold up a picture of the Gorillas of Destiny, and most people can't tell me which one's which.
This is probably the greatest long-term storyline in modern era, though, right?
Oh, it's got to be.
It's got to be.
I mean, they've been doing Bloodline storyline now for, 4 years?
It's been going on for a while. I mean, it was literally the pandemic era when he showed up with Paul Heyman.
Yeah.
So...
That's what I'm saying, 4 years.
And they started the stuff. One of the first things they started was with Jey Uso and then Jimmy.
I mean, they've developed people.
They have.
Solo started in NXT.
That looks like Tama Tonga is going to start this off.
That makes sense. He's the workhorse.
No, he's perfect for that. Yeah.
You can't have his brother.
No. Yeah, he can come in after.
Yeah.
They can do team stuff and yeah.
There's a whole thing on the internet about how bad his brother is.
I know. I know. That's why I think people know the difference between them because of how bad he's been. Did you know he was the bodyguard for Carlito or something back in the day? Yeah, he played like one of the Spanish guys.
The bodyguard for Carlito was the guy who stabbed Cena.
Yeah, that guy. Let's see.
Hey, fucking Tonga. Look at him.
Yeah, he's
fucking nuts. I love Tonga. I think he's fantastic. Any Tama Tonga fans out there? Where you at, boo?
Doing this towards the end here. But
I had to change some of my food logging. I had logged myself as having a bucket of chicken. Tama Tonga is fantastic.
All right, what's this?
I think the crowd's going to end up loving that guy.
Tama Tonga. Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, I think that.
I think the crowd might like this guy too.
Yeah, so these guys are going to get,
especially in Toronto.
Yeah.
I thought the other guy's name was like Aaron something.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hold on. You gotta be shitting me there.
Man, where'd you get this fact from?
I got it. I can't remember the guy's name, like what name he was using. That's the problem.
What were you doing that you even found this information?
Somebody mentioned it when he came back. And that's why.
God damn.
Tagaloa. Of course, I can't find.
I can't believe how much effort we're putting into this.
I know. I should let it go. This is the OCD.
Most people don't even like Tom.
Camacho. That's who's Camacho?
Camacho.
Yeah. Also carry name Camacho in a tag team. Oh, he was in a tag team with Hunelico or something. They worked the undercard of SmackDown NXT brands.
Oh, that must have been amazing.
So
I'm glad we now have that information.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you're turning back in now.
Well, looks like we gave the viewers actually where we got
now that we had put him to sleep.
Tangaloa, welcome back, Camacho.
Guys, how many of you would like this match better if Tangaloa wasn't in the match?
I hope this match delivers. Us too, Randy. Hey, Randy, who do you think's going to be in the women's U.S. title finals, by the way?
I told you should ask him that.
I know, I asked a while ago.
Oh, look at this guy. He might get a pop.
CM Punk, yeah.
It's weird. I don't hear the crowd at all. I do like that new shirt.
Oh, gee, pie face!
Oh,
wow,
fantastic!
Wow, that is good. Chelsea for sure.
I do love me some Chelsea Green.
Yeah, I think Chelsea Green would be great.
Woo woo woo. Will we ever see Zack Ryder again? I heard he's been working somewhere over in the Far East.
Look at Jimmy. Jimmy, like, popped. He liked the little pie face.
You noticed how jacked Punk has gotten?
Yeah, he's in the best shape of his fucking life.
He's put on like 30 pounds of muscle.
He came in looking in better shape, and then he got injured and looked in better shape.
Yeah, he just keeps... Is he on the Luger diet?
I don't know what he's doing. I don't think Punk would.
Punk has never been muscular.
No, I think he's just taking time, and I think he took advantage of the performance.
You know what he did? He dropped down the reps.
Yeah.
He made heavier weight. He's working out late at night with Stephanie and Triple H.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute.
What?
Who's come out so far? Sammy, Jimmy, Punk, and now Roman. Who's coming out last?
Jay?
It's Jay. This happened on the Crown Jewel card, too. Jay came out last. They're giving Jay...
Let him get the eats.
He's
main event
Jay Uso, yeah.
Motherfucker. Randy Oscar, tell this man. Main event Jay Uso.
I know.
By the way, I don't seem to get the same reaction with my eats.
Roman a little more calm over there. Gonna
That's what Roman does.
Yeah. Back to him.
That's because he doesn't acknowledge them.
Yeah. That's good shit right there.
Dude, Roman's the man. I don't care what people say about Roman Reigns.
No, he's great.
If you don't get what he does, just the looks on his face sometimes, he can tell the whole story just with his side-eyeing people.
No, I think this is like almost part of the competition between something like Punk and Roman behind the scenes. You go out there and, you know.
Dude, they should be. Steal the show.
Yeah. But also at the same time, here we go.
Hug it out. Hug it out.
Look at Sammy. He's great. This one, the little looks.
Looks really concerned.
Yeah.
But Sammy looks like he goes through life concern.
He does.
And I think the reason why they were all announced first is because Jay started the match.
Oh, look at these two staring at the door here. Great stuff.
And first of all, Roman would have never came to the WWE if Punk didn't hire him. Has Randy had any more
Sammy Uso.
I do like Sammy.
Yeah, I like this, yeah.
I heard somewhere El Generico's teaming up with Zack Ryder tonight.
All right, so main event Jey Uso coming out first and getting the last entrance.
Yeah. But it actually makes sense storyline to have the guy who's starting come out first.
It does.
And then come out last.
But it's just something I noticed on the last Crown Jewel show too, that Jay came out last on that one too.
That's because he gets those yeets.
Yeah. And here we are in the middle of I mean, they have really done a great job with his entrance too.
Oh, absolutely. Having to come from the crowd.
Yeah, the camera follows him all the way.
The DDP entrance.
The DDP.
Dude, DDP, well, Sam is the first person I ever saw really enter through the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
But after that, the most effective one I've ever seen is
DDP. Well, Sandman, because he was able to come out to Metallica's music, for
sure. He also came through 10 people.
What's that?
He also made an entrance through 10 people.
A little more than 10 people. But WCW was very hot at that point. They had huge crowds. I remember the Shield came through the crowd. Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, Shield was great through the crowd.
You know, I mean, this has got to be up there when you look at, like, you know, how many people are jumping up and down and doing his yeet dance too.
Oh yeah, he's up there with Bryan Danielson.
Fatu, Jacob Fatu.
my mic in the second spot?
Yeah.
See, it's barely catching anything.
I don't know.
Hello? Even when I'm like 2 centimeters from it.
So that could be.
I don't think it's my distance from the mic.
Oh, no. Interesting. Maybe we had a share.
Hello, hello, hello.
Randy, how does AJ sound? Does he sound clear?
Randy, can you hear me, brother?
We're working fans. We check this out when we get to the final match of the show.
It's important to be right for the main event.
I hear you a little better once in a while, though. So.
Yeah, it seems like that. In a second, it seems like it comes in.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I'm just hearing you through my mic.
Yeah, because I seem to hear myself better through that.
He sounds low. Yeah. So, is there another mic here? It'd be behind there if you want to take a look. Because you gave me some stuff, and that might still be.
Oh, shit.
There's something wrong with this stand, so you got to be a little careful here. Oh. My brother here knocked his phone down, too. Is that your microphone that you had before you?
This is like a microphone for like yo yo yo. It's a totally different kind of microphone.
I don't know who that would connect. So the only other thing you can do is you can try unplugging it and put another one on if you want to. AJ doing some technical stuff here. I'll let AJ fidget around. I'll call the action for a little while. Tama Tonga sitting here in the ring, calling out Jey Uso, saying, I want you in this ring.
Can you all hear me now?
Hold on. Say it again?
Can you hear me now?
I don't know. I heard
it looked like it went up, see?
It does, yeah. AJ's going to have the Mean Gene mic.
Randy, how you hear me now? Does it still sound low?
I know that. Say something again.
Hey, Randy, do I still sound low?
Yeah, you sound good. Once in a while, I don't know.
Should be sounding better now. You can see where it's up on.
Yeah. What if we can do that too?
Hello, 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 baby.
All right.
We're going to flip, flop, and fly through the drive-through.
Looking forward to Saturday night main event. Yeah, us too, Randy.
Dude, Randy, we should take a bus down to Long Island.
Randy, you think it's possible Kevin Owens walks out with the championship? Oh, Tama Tonga's just been calling out Jey in this corner the whole time. It's interesting. I don't think they've even touched yet.
They haven't. These are two of the best characters, too.
Yeah, I think Tama has been like low key because I think this is the position he started off hot, but then they kind of positioned him, behind Jacob, obviously, and he's been doing the tag stuff. Never say never as far as Kevin Owens winning the title.
I would love to see KO win the title. It's been way too long since that man's had a belt on him.
He's had a hell of a career in WWE. He's beaten John Cena. He's had a match with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He's been a champion. He's been a WWE champion.
But most of his title victories happened in his first year.
Yeah, but I mean, he main evented night 1 of WrestleMania, and he got the main event night 2 with Stone Cold Steve Austin one time. That's not
absolutely.
bad.
I ain't saying the man has done shit.
I think that was night 1, I think, with Austin too. But yeah, Randy in the house. Oh yeah, he been here.
Randy bringing the thunder. Producer Joe, we going on the road for Saturday's main event, right? We go to broadcast live right outside the Nassau Coliseum.
All right. Oh, Randy, hopes you're doing good, Joe. It's got your back.
Randy Osgood's live.
Now, here we will have more traditional. The heels will have the advantage here. So I'm thinking Tonga Loa is coming out next, right? We're going to do the tag team.
It's got to be Tonga Loa.
And then maybe Jimmy's going to come out, right?
Got to have the workhorses come out.
Is AJ taking over for the Friday show or just weekends? AJ probably he's going to come when he comes. That's what his wife tells me. Anyway, sorry, I just came out here. I was like, well, that's what his wife says.
First man's giving lap dances, now he's judging my family. In fairness, we've been friends for 30 years. So.
Yeah, has it been 30 now, actually?
31.
94, yeah. Well, 90, it was December of 93 when we first saw it.
Yeah, I was already graduated from high school by now.
Yeah, so December of 93, you graduated in 94, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I would have graduated June.
94,
years ago, this June that just went by.
Yeah. Hey, I don't think you ever had it. Did you ever do a cage match? I don't remember you telling me about a cage
match.
match.
I ain't never done no cage match. You can't put this beauty in a cage. I won't even let you put me in a corner, motherfucker.
You got a battle royal, though.
I've done battle royals, so I talked about the injury earlier in the battle royal.
Yeah. Singles match, tag match, battle royal. That'd be.
I've had a few threesomes, but that has nothing to do with this. Woo.
Yeah, I think we're gonna set up.
We should put a table right outside the Nassau Coliseum and run the Working Fans podcast.
I don't know if we'll be allowed to do that.
Randy, would you tune in for that if we set up a table outside the Nassau Coliseum?
I started a new job. I've been worn out lately. He's tired.
You ain't working for Coors Miller.
He's a driver and he's merchandising and he's doing
just like the Jeffersons.
Yeah, he's working on Bronson Reed is coming out.
Get yourself some big money. Become a bread route salesman or owner, bread route owner.
Keep me posted what happens to your regular show. Our regular show.
I'll come back eventually.
Well, I was trying to do more of a TikTok show because we've been getting a lot of positive things on TikTok, and I was going to be the guest because it's you can't have two people on live. You can only be live on one device right now, and so I made an account, but apparently both counts have to have live access. To have live access, you have to have 1,000 followers. We have 1,000 followers on the one, but not the one I just created. I don't know. So it's going to be a little time before we do that.
By the way, I'm off on Wednesdays if anybody wants to do a show.
Show on Wednesday. Hottest day of the week.
One day of the week off.
It's just the MMA guy. He's more than just the MMA guy. He's a friend.
It's not just an MMA guy.
But yeah, he doesn't like wrestle. He doesn't follow it.
By the way, for the record, I could talk boxing and MMA if you want to.
There you go.
We're all multifaceted.
All right, so Bronson Reed is now with Tama Tonga.
This is more the classic style. Beat the face up.
Yeah.
Somebody comes in, has to be the hero.
Just throws Tama Tonga on. Then just throws himself on him.
You think Jimmy's next?
I mean, that's what I thought would make sense before. I thought we'd be set up Tom, but now...
The problem is Sami Zayn's more of a save people kind of guy.
Yeah, I can see either one.
Although I do think Jimmy's coming.
Who does Jake Paul fight next? I always had this theory that maybe he'll actually fight a real boxer, like a talented one, but it'll be much smaller. Like a Ryan Garcia or something. But I don't know if that would get sanctioned.
I would love to see Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia actually said he'd knock Jake Paul out.
I wouldn't be, another guy who Jake Paul might consider boxing in that heavyweight would be Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley has been said that Tony Khan is all for him doing other stuff. I wouldn't want to see that because Bobby wasn't really a boxer.
Bobby not a boxer. Even in his MMA, he wasn't a striker.
No, and I think that's why Jake would take the fight to try to exploit that. So I wouldn't want to see that because I like Bobby. I like to see Bobby take him down and beat the shit out of him.
I wouldn't mind seeing Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, that'd be something different. Yeah.
But I heard he's got Sugar Ray Leonard lined up yet next.
If Bobby did take the fight though and found a way to knock him out, Bobby Lashley would be a bigger star than there already is if he knocked out Jake Paul. By the way,
I did also hear Bart Gunn is lined up.
Gunn, get out of here. So it's looking like Jimmy. Yep. I didn't think Sammy was going to pull the not so fast on him.
Funniest man in the whole bloodline.
Jimmy kicking everybody in the face. Woo! Jimmy putting those chops in.
Jimmy laid in.
Now, here we go.
It's got to be Tonga Loa next, right?
Yeah. Because you're going to save Jacob Fatu and then Solo for last.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah. So, and then that means Sammy's going to be, and I imagine it's going to be Punk and then Roman last.
How great is the I love you, Solo?
I get a kick out of that, too. Yeah.
Dude, Jacob Fatu kills me.
Yeah, I love you so. I thought it was funny before when he was doing it in the interview segments, but then when he just started randomly doing it in the match where Solo's not even out there, he's just like, I love you, Solo. I'm like, this is pretty funny now.
Nice to see the Usos back together.
I'm guessing Sammy is next. Yeah, I think so.
It's got to be Sammy next.
AJ, Dave, what's going on, guys?
That's my friend Joel over there at the Cheesecake Factory.
What's up, Joel? Thanks for popping in.
I don't know why you're covering your face up like that. You're such a pretty boy. You got that pretty face. It's mama's favorite face.
Thanks for tuning in, though.
Some would even say the face that runs the place.
Cheesecake Factory. AJ, how long ago was that now?
Dude, this is Joel from Cheesecake Factory. I believe he's in White Plains now.
Yeah. Oh. How long ago was that, though?
Oh, God, I don't know.
2-3 years ago?
What, 400 years ago?
400 years ago. Get out of here.
Why you ask me technical questions? Barely remember what I had for breakfast.
AJ's selling internet now.
Actually, if you read the shirt, AJ's selling GMCs now. Y'all come down and see me. Get yourself a GMC.
Yes. He's got apparently another job since I last saw him. He's been moving around, this guy.
I get tired.
I did not think selling Wi-Fi was for you. But
the problem is I'm not technical. And I don't like being outside in the cold.
I thought AJ was a team gym guy. Well, GMC, is that are there supplements or
no,
this is the car?
GMC, the car.
The car, okay. I assumed it was the car, but then like when he said gym, like, well, maybe it's
I do take a lot of supplements. Yeah. I do work out 5 days a week, believe it or not, with this horrible body.
What? You selling cars? Have you ever sold cars before?
I ain't never sold cars.
I didn't think so.
But I'm doing good now.
Was this Wallingford? Okay.
Wallingford. Stop on in. Wallingford GMC.
Did you in the car did you need?
We'll even get Dave out of those 2 ugly ass trucks he's got.
Wait. No Tonga Loa. Jacob Fatu. They just don't want Tonga Loa in this match now.
Tonga Loa.
He's going to be last.
Dude, it's not even going to make storyline sense.
Tonga Loa
coming last.
I got this. Oh, man.
By the way, for a little history on Joel, Joel is one of the nicest human beings you will ever meet.
Oh, there you go. Nice to hear that. Oh, here we go. Joel's got some say. Speaking of Cheesecake, gentlemen, one of my managers would like to collaborate with you guys for a stream. Hey!
We're always down for collaboration.
Yeah.
We might need a little more information than that.
You message AJ or...
yeah, let me know. You got my number, Joel. Let me know. Have him... Give him my number to contact me, and we'll collaborate.
Yeah, or yeah. I mean, the emails working fans pod.
Don't worry. I'll get him the emails.
Okay,
I'll hook him up with the producers.
That's a good idea. Yeah, text it, and AJ can get you the email, and then Joe can.
I ain't gonna broker the shit. Dude, it's been pretty good. So
yeah, Jacob Fatu is.
Dude, Jacob Fatu's a beast.
I think it's so funny seeing Tonga Loa's out there. That doesn't make any sense.
Tonga Loa can come out at the same time as Roman.
Yeah.
Just in time to lose the match.
So wait, Sammy hasn't come in yet either, right? So we still got Sammy. So Sammy's next.
Yeah, Sammy's next.
There's got to be. So we can have Punk and Roman just stare at each other awkwardly.
Yeah, you gotta have Punk come out at the same time as Tonga Loa. They're on equal.
Yeah.
Dude, how nasty of a tag team with that?
I was talking about that. Randy wants to see Hammerstone in WWE. He did make an NXT appearance here or there.
Yeah, he did. He showed up twice for NXT.
Yeah.
I really would love this tag team.
Are we doing like a Shield powerbomb here? Oh, no, wait a minute.
All right, that was just stupid.
Yeah, it was a little. It seemed like a lot for not much.
Yeah, I don't like to be negative. That's not my thing, but that's just stupid.
We just basically had two people hold him to do a backdrop.
That's literally what happened.
I mean, if this was 1982, that would have been like, damn. What are they doing there?
1982, that would have been a finisher.
Why I know her? Rock and roll is here to stay.
Oh, we got 7 seconds left.
All right.
Get ready. Oh,
CM Punk looks like he wants to get in there.
Whoa! Like, why are you causing me problems?
Wow.
I see a Punk looking at him like, what the fuck?
What's your problem? Yeah, interesting.
Sammy's still looking confused.
Yeah. Sammy, we thought you were coming out anyway.
He's like, I thought I was going in there with Tonga Low.
No, that's CM Punk's guy. Here we are again, too. Roman Reigns got to be the big shot, right? He's got to play the asshole, and he's got to be the one that started that in a lot of ways. I mean, seriously, I know Roman's the babyface now, but what did Punk do besides basically agree to help you and join your team? You got to say no.
I love Roman, but he is the worst babyface ever.
Yeah, he's not a great babyface.
He's about as good of a babyface as Drew McIntyre is a heel.
Punk just looks... So they're doing a great job, though.
No, they are. They're telling a great story.
Yeah. I bet they're friends in the back. I'm sure they go along fine.
They got an understanding.
Oh, okay. Jacob catching Sammy.
Brad, you got another question for us there?
Punk looks pissed. That he does. Oh, here we go.
Oh, it's time to get Uzi.
Uzi, baby.
Oh, yeah. I do love me some Sammy Uso. Montreal's favorite son. Too bad they're in Toronto.
So the Usos and Sami Zayn taking over the ring right now, getting the better of Bronson Reed and Jacob and Tama. But
I think Bronson Reed's an underrated talent.
yeah. Look at these two just looking at it like, you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
How great would it be if we did a half-hour sitcom with them as the odd couple? I'm pitching that. I'll write it.
Yeah. From a point of relevancy, has Punk's career in WWE already been more than AEW? I mean, he did have the AEW title, and it was a hotter promotion at the time.
He did also stir up a lot of things in AEW.
He did. He wasn't a good fit in there.
No,
Yeah.
that's because they're basically an outlaw promotion that got a TV deal. Well, look at these two.
Yeah, the same thing.
Here we go. Now it'll work.
I thought it'd be funny if someone was like, no. Stay back. I got this.
I think we can all agree this guy's built for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. We should have been in there already. What are we doing? At this point,
I'm going to laugh when he trips scanning in the cage.
the way they use him so little, I do kind of wonder, like, is he not there for the long haul?
I think he is. I think they're just going to keep using him the way they're using him.
Yeah.
I do like the fact that he dresses like Masahiro Chono.
But there's not a lot of people like him in WWE right now. Meaning, like, everybody else who's in main event positions can go, right? Or they can talk on the mic. Or,
Or is he a special talent because he can't do either.
It's funny because people that do not like WWE, he's somebody they will flock to. Like, hey, I'm telling you, this guy sucks. It's
That's
like,
literally the one person they'll show you.
Yeah, I know.
WWE sucks right now. Look at
this guy. I was laughing at it. I was telling our friend Scott and Joe about this last week. Who was the worst person in the Bloodline? It's Tongaloa, Randy. It's Tongaloa.
We just talked about it.
Tongaloa, baby. But some guy, I think he runs.
Not only is he the worst person in the actual storyline Bloodline, he's actually the worst person in Haku's whole Bloodline.
There's this guy who runs an account on, I want to say it's a face called The History of Wrestling. And this guy hates WWE, loves AEW to a point. It's fine, but to such a point. And his account's called The History of Wrestling, so he shows historical stuff, so I expect to see that. So I'm like, cool. But then he'll put things on there, and like, he's such a troll, too. Like, he'll put things, he'll show like matches with Williams and Gordy beating the crap out of it. And he says, Young Bucks would have killed these two dinosaurs.
Young Bucks would have been eaten alive. And not even by both of them. Either one of them would have beaten up the Young Bucks.
He said the same thing about the Young Bucks would have killed Haku and Barbarian.
Once again, it's not a fair fight 1-on-2.
It's not. Barbarian would have ate them both alive. Forget about me.
Yeah, just leave Haku alone.
Maybe Manu wasn't if... Oh, you're going... Randy's talking about the whole Bloodline. Manu, yeah. Cody and Teddy. Yeah, he sucked. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, way to bring up Manu.
Manu, I love you so low.
The family doesn't even recognize Manu.
Manu, there was some guy recently came out and he beat the shit out of some guy on an indie show because the guy was cosplaying being a Samoan wrestler. And I think it was Manu came out and beat the shit out of the guy and said, "This isn't no game. You ain't no bullshit. Gonna play no bullshit Samoan where I'm coming from. You better be real."
Watch this. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Well, do you wonder at all what the favor is that Paul Heyman promised Punk?
That's all I've been wondering about.
First of all, Roman doesn't have a title.
No.
What could he have promised him?
Right.
Does he have to loan Roman out for a night with AJ Lee?
And it was funny because, and then when Roman questioned it, Paul's like, "Let's get through Saturday first."
Roman ain't happy.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, what the hell's happening?
I mean, he's gonna get some furniture.
Maybe.
Oh, he's got that toolbox. Remember in Drew McIntyre Hell in a Cell, he pulled out that toolbox when they both bled.
Oh yeah, he does bust people open with that.
Not the Young Bucks though; they would have ate him alive.
Absolutely.
That's a good equalizer.
I hope there's some tools in there.
He's taking the whole box. That's the way to do it. It's funny because obviously Polk wasn't like an elite MMA fighter, but he could still beat up some people. Like, like there's people and it's not.
Yeah, he's an athlete and he trained.
But in this match,
Not in this match.
there's a lot of people he can't beat up.
I'm not sure he could beat up any of them.
No, I mean maybe Sammy on his team.
Yeah. I believe Jimmy and Jay could probably fight.
I think any of the Samoans will probably actually legit.
I have one rule in life. You know me. I ain't never really been afraid of people. It's not my thing.
Don't mess around with Samoans. Yeah. He loves you so.
That's fantastic. Look at that.
Wow. That was Shades of Umaga right there.
Dude, I miss Umaga. Umaga.
He's one of the greats, yeah.
I mean, they go all the way back to fucking Yoko.
Yoko could move too. Oh my god, for a big man, huh?
500 pounds, it could throw a Savat.
That Savat kick. Yeah.
I haven't seen a Savat kick like that since Oscar on the farm.
Okay, now we're all brawling getting a little
The
chaotic.
interesting thing is they're getting the better of them right now.
Well, we're equal.
Solo's in next.
Right, so they'll get ahead, yeah.
Did he?
Did he hurt himself? I know. Or is he selling? I don't know.
He did get hit by a toolbox.
Toolbox, yeah. Everybody else did too. They seem fine, but
Oh, you know this is serious. He taped up the thumb in black.
Going over towards Roman.
I do like that the youngest brother somehow took the throne from everybody.
Yeah, that's something that doesn't get talked about enough, probably. Like, that would make it interesting, right? We should talk about that.
It jumped right past Jimmy and Jay. And he does have that legit air to him.
Yeah, they're all throwing their hands up. Of course, Punk doesn't give a shit or respect anything. He's not going to...
By the way, you talk about a good person. I've seen all kinds of stuff about how good of a person Solo is.
Oh, I haven't heard anything bad about him, so...
I saw an airport where a lady was on the flight, and there's actually footage of him getting up, helping her with her bags, helping her...
Look at this. They're all getting that Kerry Von Erich, Terry Gordon spot here. They're all getting the door slammed on. Not everybody's going to get that reference, but...
Dude, they talked about that spot also on that podcast, and apparently there was a big bolt that was sticking out of it that missed Terry's head by a centimeter.
Oh, jeez.
Because apparently Terry Gordy was not careful with the door.
Well, yeah, he saw it with the door. Solo was actually a lot nicer. Terry did.
In fairness, that is Solo's family.
Yeah, especially Sammy.
Yeah.
Punk.
I think him and Sammy are actually close.
Oh, no. What are we doing here? Oh, okay. This is a magic here. I thought one of the other Samoans was going to jump on top of him. Yeah.
To the springboard onto him. This is actually the thing that Tangaloa...
So they're going to have everybody laid out and beat up before Roman gets in here, it looks like.
Well, yeah, Roman's got to make the save. Roman got to come in and be Superman.
What are we doing? Look at Jay.
Oh. Dude, that man's scary. Oh, no. No.
Oh, it's Bronson Reed. Now it's Sammy.
No. I thought he was going to climb to the top.
So everybody's laid out. Punk's the only one who hasn't gotten a big splash or a moonsault yet.
Dude, Bronson Reed's got to climb all the way up there.
Randy said it. What a beatdown. It is definitely a big beatdown right now.
Dude, how does Roman come in and stop this?
Boy, Bronson Reed really does fit in with this new bloodline, huh? Slaps in the face. You gotta love the attitude of Punk, right? Just slap everybody in the face, going down, what a fight, yeah.
Dude, I'm starting to think his arm is legitimately hurt.
Oh, Tangaloa, he's still holding it. What a seller! He's still selling the arm. What are you talking about?
People have often compared. They're like, Tangaloa, this generation's Ricky Morton.
Oh, look at this.
The gate.
You know there's no top on the cell. You can just climb it. Look at Solo. Jacob Fatu, I love you, Solo. I love you, Solo.
I can't believe you thought of this, Solo. I love you, Solo.
I love you. You're so brilliant. Look at Solo is great, too.
Oh, you my chief. By the way, we don't have the sound on, so that is just us literally improvising what we think is being said.
Does Roman climb the king? I think so. He just gives up? Yeah.
Roman just turns around. Fuck it.
You know what? I told you these guys weren't shit anyway.
Here it comes. The OTC.
So now they're going to try to stop him from climbing, I'd imagine, right? You try to throw chairs here.
Yeah. Of course, if you focus on him too much, everybody else gets up.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe break the door. That would be kind of cool.
Bolt cutters.
Yeah. Where's the key? That's a great question. Why don't you have a key?
Well, first of all, Solo's the one who brought a chain. And
True.
a lock. Why would the officials have the key?
Right.
To Solo's lock. When I go to the gym, I don't give people my gym lock.
That's a good point. He didn't use like the key lock that was out there. He just That's a roll.
Here it comes.
He's gonna climb, and he's climbing the other side.
Well, that's smart.
Yeah.
Except for they all coming over now. Because it takes a lot longer to climb.
Tonga does take a little while because his arm is still injured.
It also takes a long time to climb the cage from the outside compared to where the ropes are.
A little smile there. Now Jacob, okay, he's gonna get kicked off too. Oh, here comes Solo. This is pretty good that Roman's actually, because he's had the high ground.
Yeah, that's what he said. It's smart. It makes sense. He
didn't come down all the way. They should have waited for him. Yeah. Actually, yeah, come on.
Everybody jump on him at the same time.
Right.
Now instead, he's jumping on everybody at the same time. And now he can grab that chair.
Mm.
But why would you do that? You're the face.
You can grab that chair. You can put somebody through that table.
A little gore through the table.
Oh, wow. Oh.
Well, that was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I forgot about Roman's luchador background.
He's very athletic, explosive.
He's somebody who used to be a lot bigger.
He's looking over there. I think he sees Punk and he's concerned.
You know, he was an offensive lineman.
Oh, yeah. Well, he actually made that comment online one time when someone was saying something about, I don't know if Punk had said something to him, and he was like, this guy doesn't have an explosive athletic bone in his body or something like that. So.
That's good.
Check out his team.
You can't hate on that. That's funny.
Yeah. So we're gonna have words. Oh, so here comes Paul. Yeah.
At least Paul back in his usual clothes. Oh, good. Bolt cutters so Paul can get in there and help.
That's what I'm thinking. Paul pleading.
Let him help you.
Yes.
Help me, help you.
Look at Paul yelling. I can't even hear him, and you know this is just good stuff.
Oh, Paul's gold. Thank God. I was forgetting what I was going to eat on the ride home. Snap into a Slim Jim.
All right, here we go.
It's go time.
This is kind of a tradition now lately of the war games of modern era. Where we get that standoff here.
Dude, he's still selling his arm.
The guy can sell. All right.
That must be hockey.
That's Tonga, right? He's old school. Man, it was Camacho. Look at all these other amateurs. Look at these other amateurs are selling. All right, we're battling through the ropes. We're in here, nice and tight. Everybody's punching each other. AJ's he's worried about his food or whatever he's got to do.
I got a message from Joel.
Oh,
with information on the guy who is interested in doing
all right. Tornado.
DDT. Tornado. Tonga Loa finally done selling that arm.
All right. Well, looks like we're going to have some more. Nope.
Oh, no.
Finally done selling that arm.
Oh, here it comes. Uso splashes.
Oh, yes. Both times. Tonga Loa still selling the arm.
Nah, go up one more level.
Still selling the arm. Hold that arm.
That man's a salesman. A carpenter, if you will.
Jacob Fatu.
I like that. Use that metal. He bounced his head off that metal. Use the cage. The cage is a weapon.
Yeah. Grind somebody's face on it.
Ask yourself, what would Lex Luger do?
Get the hell out of there. It was Brody.
Love the WWE's always sponsored by Prime now.
Yeah, Prime. True Classic, apparently. What's this?
Absolutely. The clothes that fit a man's man.
Sonic.
Just in case they want to sponsor us also.
Sonic 3. Maybe they don't want to fit a man's man. Maybe they want to fit someone else. Hey, whatever you want to fit. Sponsor us. We don't care.
Okay, hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
So, oh.
There it is. That was actually mistimed a little bit. That's fine.
It was, but
it's hard with all that going on.
this is there's the Samoan Spike. Does he get him again?
The end of the match? Oh my God. By the way, Charles Robinson in there.
Yeah. By the way, that is the that was almost a similar finish to Crown Jewel where Solo did pin Roman.
Charles Robinson, the only ref in there old enough to have actually refereed one of the original War Games.
Bronson Reed. He's trying to show Punk. This is why I was the guy they should have picked.
There it is.
Death Valley Driver.
Remember, Punk's been speared.
Oh, he missed it. I don't know if he was supposed to do that or not.
I think he legitimately hurt his knee.
Oh, shit. He might be hurt, yeah.
I think his knee legitimately went out.
Jesus.
God, I hope he's okay. Why not Tongaloa?
Tonga might be hurt, too. Still selling the arm.
Yeah, look at Bronson.
No, he didn't, Randy. Punk never did an AEW War Game match.
Look at Bronson Reed actually checking.
Yeah, kind of covering him up there and stuff. Yeah. I'm thinking.
That's got to be a legitimate injury.
Yeah, I'm guessing Jacob's going to be out of this match now.
If you look, his knee looked like it started to go out on that top rope, and that's why it went off to the side.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, the only smart thing to do is put him through the table. Oh no,
he's still limping, yeah.
That's a bad man right there.
Yeah. Oh, low blow. Maybe that's how he's taking him out of the match for now, too, right? Okay.
Makes sense.
Spear Solo. Bronson Reed with a savate kick.
Oh, man, that's actually a nice kick. What? Bronson been holding back.
He's got other stuff he can do.
Randy, Punk did an AEW War Games. It was in the shower.
Uh-oh.
He did it. Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Reed is a game changer.
This is a camera angle I don't want to see.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
Now you know why there's a platform up there.
What a main eventer Roman Reigns is. He's going to take this, too.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way in hell he's going to take this. His arm and leg are all
yeah.
And Punk's going to save him.
Oh, yeah.
Punk fucking saved him.
He did.
Speared.
Mm-hmm. And Jacob Fatu is still holding his knee, by the way, over there.
And the person I feel sorry for the most is that table. Look at the pieces this table goes into. It's in 3 pieces. Holy shit.
No way anybody was taking it.
I'd rather get hit by a bus.
I would have took that well.
Jesus Christ. Fatu's got to be really hurt. Oh, he's helping him up.
Helping him up.
Finally. Brothers unite.
There we go. We got there.
A little earned respect. Oh.
Jacob's still in there.
Oh, shit.
And he kicks with a bad leg.
I'm pretty sure he's legitimately hurt.
He's legitimately hurt, but they need him for this match. Spear.
Ooh.
Superman punch. There's the spike again.
My God.
And again.
Dude, we're going to find out he's got like a blown out ACL.
No, not this time. The Usos with the save.
Look at, he's still trying.
Yeah, he's still got.
He can't even step over the rope.
Yeah. Jeez. It's also very weird to me. Like, I don't feel like he's done anything where he needs to be part of this spot right now here.
My God.
Our connection here is.
Apparently, we're hooked up through Netflix here.
All right, we're back. Oh, the 1D. Oh, wow. Jacob Fatu's taking the 1D.
God bless him.
Oh, no.
I really hope it's nothing serious.
I hope you're not putting Jacob through this.
Of course they are. Where's Nick Patrick when you need someone to go through a table?
Look at Jimmy. He's like, get Jacob. He's the one.
I don't care if he's hurt.
Yeah. Set him up there.
When it's time to do the job, it's time to do the job.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry about Tangaloa. He's hurt too. Get his ass.
Oh, here comes the crazy one.
Yeah.
What is Jimmy waiting for?
I don't know.
Thunder bomb. Come on, Jimmy.
Jimmy Russo. Oh, wait, Jimmy.
You can tell he's trying to protect his knee still.
I think he's going to the top of the
Yeah,
cage.
he's definitely going to the top, but he didn't take it all day. Paul Heyman could have gotten to the top already.
Is Jimmy going to win the match for this team?
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Jacob Fatu? I would not have predicted that at the beginning of the
That would
night.
be the biggest win of Jimmy's career. Come on, Jimmy Jam. Do it for the Garvins.
Make sure you get his knee too. Well, Sammy just got up and collapsed.
I gotta tell you, this is freaking awesome. This has been a good War Games.
Yeah, I think the only problem is I'm interested to see the injury report after this. Like, who's going to be, yeah.
I think all of our thoughts and prayers are with Tangaloa. If Tangaloa comes out with this okay, then we're fine.
What is happening here? Sammy's picking up both Russo. It's like nobody won yet, guys.
No, he wants them to all come over so they can all get Solo. They got to all gang up on Solo.
Yeah, I mean, Bronson Reed is out.
The face thing to do is everybody jump Solo.
Everybody jumps Solo.
Everybody knows if you're going to be true faces, you've got to gang up on someone. Like jackals.
9:26. Oh, yeah.
It's only 9:26.
It's only 9:26.
Only feels like midnight.
There's something about this room.
Are they going to turn Solo into a hero and he's going to fight his way through
He's going to fight his way through all. Solo, we love you, Solo.
You are our tribal chief. See, the heel thing to do would be to try to run away. He can't run away.
Oh, yeah, it'll be interesting. Be interesting is
Everybody turns on Roman.
or if The Rock came out.
This would be the perfect time for it. Solo was ready to fight.
He was.
That is not very heel-like.
And now Punk going to set up for the go to sleep. It's a big man, too.
Yeah, that's good power.
Punk definitely has more of that probably at this point.
Oh, here it comes.
Spear.
Ooh. That might be it. Oh, wait a minute.
Is there music playing?
Yeah, there's music playing. Or maybe there's not. It looked like he was looking towards the entryway.
Oh, they saw okay, so they won.
Yeah.
All right.
Was it me, or did it look like he started
It
looking
did.
towards the entryway?
It did look like he was looking towards the entranceway.
It literally, when he popped up, looked like they were looking down towards the
Yeah.
entryway.
Great ending. Ready now,
Of
so.
course, we don't have the volume, so we have no idea. If
Yeah.
I'm just interested to see if anything else happens.
Mm-hmm.
Could this be like when the Horsemen took out Flair in the cage, where they all jump on Punk now? Oh, no.
Well, I mean, this is a good show. I would have
9:30, so I'm interested
Yeah.
to see if something.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 3.5 hours, but
Oh, this show's definitely going to be coming to an end, but it doesn't have to end. You know, they can go at 9:32,
I'm
9:35.
interested to see the interaction between Reigns and Punk.
Yeah.
Reigns did help him up at one point.
So now we're going through earlier. There was a little. At this point, Jacob had already hurt that knee. Yeah. Awesome match. I agree, Randy. Great storytelling. Great match.
Really, the whole card was good.
Yeah, I don't think there was a bad match on the card. I'd struggle to tell you what was the worst match of the night. The weak match. I don't know.
I mean, I don't feel like the women told their story like this, obviously, but they still had a good match.
They did. Yeah.
The three-way was a good match.
It was a good match.
Nakamura was a good match.
It was a good match, yeah.
And
this was
Gunther tore it up, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think this is a bad match.
No, it wasn't. Everything matched us up.
They also were smart. They kept it to 5 matches.
Yeah.
Why put more in there than you have to?
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're already going to have 2 big War Games matches. So, right, this...
I think one of the problems we run into with AEW, to be honest with you, is that a lot of times they'll actually put matches in that they don't need to be on.
Yeah, it's like 10 matches or 11.
They'll put a collision level match on the...
See, we keep looking. See, we don't have the volume on, so every time we see them look back, we're wondering...
And where's Paul? Oh, shaking hands. Kissing babies. Oh, there's Paul. Look at him praying.
Yeah.
Like the devil on his shoulder.
Yeah, Paul looking like a proud papa.
Yeah, Punk's definitely bigger.
Yeah. Now, we haven't even seen that that logo up.
Well, that's just it. I keep looking for the logo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I get some fireworks, though. Like, who doesn't like fireworks?
Fireworks. Punk. I thought this was going to be Jimmy's night for a second when he came off top of that cage.
Yeah, I was hoping. Nice. But you know it had to be about Roman.
It did. And should have been.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it should have been Jimmy's.
Yeah.
If anything, maybe
It would have been Jay.
It would have been Jay.
Right. Yeah.
Not mid-card Jimmy. Curtain jerker Jimmy. Oh, look at CM Punk.
Yeah.
What a nice guy. Dude, this ain't the CM Punk I remember.
There is this like
Why?
weird kind of hesitation and
Well, that's
stuff.
just it. I keep seeing this hesitation. I think those two really do love each other, by the way.
Yeah, oh, for sure. They're really close.
By the way, Paul, a member of Mensa. See that Mensa ring?
Mm. So Punk says, I got a favor. Paul Heyman still owes CM Punk a favor. So they are bringing that up.
Yeah, that's going to be a while.
It's interesting. Like, we're just doing a lot of celebrations to close this show. It feels like we're hanging out too long, right?
30 minutes of celebrating.
Well, I said that it's been about 7 minutes, but yeah.
There's got to be something. How much would you like to hang out with this group for one night? I heard Roman get you on that private jet.
What the hell with Paul?
Oh, I'd love to just listen to Paul tell stories for a night.
Yeah, he's the guy that's been around for so long. You know?
I mean, he goes all the way back to freaking old Memphis territory, the Grand Wizard, and freaking Madison Square Garden.
Wait a minute. Oh, is Punk coming back? See, I'm so ready for something else to happen here. That's why it's like.
Well, it's because they've been drawing this out for no apparent reason.
I know.
That is a hell of a team.
Okay.
I do like the way Punk works himself in there.
Yeah. And he doesn't do the one thing like everybody else.
No, he's got multiple things at all times.
Yeah.
He's got the time with his wrist. He's got to go to sleep. He's got
pictures
of British Columbia.
I feel like we're done now, but I'm still going to wait because I'm pretty sure last year.
I still haven't seen the symbol.
Right. And I think last year we did this and then Punk stood up. So I'm just.
They ain't getting us.
I'm just ready just in case. I'm just ready just in case.
If we've got to hang on for you, Randy Oscar, we're hanging on for you.
Oh, man. What's the favor, Randy? What's the favor? I don't know, Randy. I don't know. You would think he wants a match. But I don't get it either. Like AJ said, usually in that situation, it's a title. You want the title or something like that. There's no... Does he want to be the tribal chief? If Roman gets to do a follow back, does he want to CM Punk is going to be the leader of the Bloodline?
If Tiffany Stratton ever cashes in the Money in the Bank, because of who the champs are, does she instantly become one of the biggest baby faces?
Oh, she'll be big time cheered. Especially if she does it over Nia.
Especially with no Becky Lynch there. She could be a big time tip.
I think Becky Lynch is coming back soon, too. I bet she's on a Netflix show.
Yeah, I've also heard Alexa Bliss is back for the Netflix.
So.
I'm just waiting.
We wouldn't normally watch this stuff, but they've gotten us so many times.
Yeah, I ain't falling for shit again.
Yeah.
Or maybe this is them getting us.
Tremendous watching along, guys. Thank you, Randy. Appreciate that.
I'm glad you had fun, guys.
Yeah, maybe this isn't getting us. Like, look, they're going to wait for something. There's nothing.
If you guys want to see this again for the Royal Rumble, let me know.
AJ does the big four.
Next time, though, I need my bucket of chicken.
Rumble, Survivor Series, SummerSlam.
I came straight from work, so I didn't have time to pick the chicken up. Tell me Dave wouldn't have loved a big bucket of chicken.
I would have liked a big bucket of chicken. Time restraints were going to be the issue today.
Time restraints, baby.
Yeah.
Do you guys like Popeyes better or do you like KFC better? Who likes Popeyes? Who likes KFC?
I'm trying to think. I like them both.
Randy, I know you motherfucking eat chicken. Which you like better, Popeyes?
I think I would say overall I like Popeyes better.
I'm going to get it even trickier. Which mashed potatoes is better?
Popeyes.
Yeah, I like that Cajun sauce on there. You know what I'm talking
I like the
about.
Cajun gravy, yeah.
Oh.
But, I mean, when KFC is really on fire, I would say they have moments. But I would say Popeyes overall. And the mashed potatoes and gravy, consistently.
So I like the tenders better at Popeyes. The spicy tenders.
Yeah.
But I actually still like the chicken better.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
KFC.
That's what I was thinking.
Because I like that extra crispy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now, I'm in the minority on this one.
All right. We got the trademark. I think we're done.
I might be in the minority. One more thing. I might be in the minority on this one. Mac and cheese. Who's got better mac and cheese?
Oh.
People like that home-cooked style with the cheese on top. Not me. I like the old-fashioned KFC mac and cheese.
There's a better way to end it. And know this man likes for mac and cheese. All right, guys. Thanks for doing the watch along.
Oh, my God, it's a lot! No, I'm just kidding.
It's not.